Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night, around 9 p.m. Eastern, which means it's time for the Mega Power Hour, baby. Coming at you live and direct, dude. We're here. I'm one half of the Mega Powers, Comic Head 84, and we're here with a very special edition and a jam-packed panel. And we're going to cover all kind of fun stuff and unbox bangers and have a merry old time. So, without further ado, let me bring in the other half of the Mega Powers. You know him. He goes by the name
Big Biggie. 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 Big Biggie.
Yo, I'm here. It's time. This is a special fucking live action dramatized episode brought to you at the last episode of the year, brother. 2020 is over for Mega Power Hours. We're probably, I don't know, maybe we'll do one on Christmas. I would do one on Christmas. Anyways, we got a fucking full panel, special hard copy edition coming at you guys.
That's right. Hard copy, hard body karate edition. Coming at you next, we got our boy, Chad All-Star, homie, my man, Zach B, the Hawkeye.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Oh, doing good. Friday night, work week's over.
Hell yeah.
Ready to have a little fun on the Power Hour. This is my second time I've been on here, so
Yeah, man.
we're just gonna roll with it, and we're gonna bring some issues to light.
I
That
would
is true.
consider this a first full appearance.
This
You got a full appearance.
first full might have been the Hulk episode where we gave you your
Yeah.
book.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. Like a cameo, and this is like we get a little bit more.
And we could get into the backstory here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna dive in nice and deep and thorough tonight.
Glad to be here.
With Zach B. Absolutely, man. Let's not forget our other homie. The doctor is in. Dr. Banger, that is.
What's
MANCAVE.
up, boys? Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat.
Likewise. Very nice to have you join us this evening. Whoa.
How stark winter is coming.
Oh, yeah. Winter is coming. And the fun don't stop there.
That's right, baby.
Because this is NWO programming. And when it's NWO programming, dude, you ain't gotta throw a stone. Or what do they say? You can't swing a cat without hitting Big Papa Runk. DEERUNK when it's an NWO party.
Dude,
Oh, intro music. Oh, that's right.
don't ever start the Power Hour without some goddamn music. That ain't okay.
There you go.
Good point. Let's not forget DEERUNK. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have that queued up upon your entrance. I was slacking.
Yeah. Man at the control board. Fucking up.
Yeah, I'm fucking up.
All right, we're all here now.
Well
We
done,
can all.
D-Run. Well done,
We all-
D-Run.
We're all going to beat.
We've made it.
Zach
84 is
B
getting
and
lazy.
NWO.
Can't press a button to make some music. What the fuck?
Boom. Yeah, man. We got a little story time. We got some poignant points to make. Buyer beware story, as the title suggests. but also some bangers and all that good shit. But guys, I gotta do my civic power hour duty up top. We gotta take that attendance, y'all. So let's address the chat. Because first in the ropes, Rob Worst, not AKA Not Near Mint, in the house, filling out that FOC. Oh yeah, filling out an FOC. What's that? Like a
Final order cutoff.
D? How dare you insult me like that?
I was gonna say, I think you knew.
I was setting myself up for a joke. I was gonna say, "What, you filling out a fat old caboose or something?"
Guys, it's been a great episode. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Family on cruise.
Lady Fantastics in the house. Thanks for joining us, Caroline. Big Ben Compton. Loving that profile pic, my brother. Perfect. Disco, Discovery Bay.
Disco.
In the place
Oh,
to
man.
be. YouTube legend, Disco. Speaking of legend, Magic Lasso got me queued up. Let's see what he's got for me this evening. 84 time, neither than Magneto. In his house, there's no cactus. He does have a large fish, though. Ought to name that sucker Galactus. What? 84 times. Well done.
Is fish a metaphor for something? What are we talking about here?
Oh, I took
Don't give him that credit.
when I was watching D's top 10 show of I was like, I got D on the big screen TV. I was in my living room and my fish tank was in the shot. And he
Dude,
saw
I lost like $100 on that show because I bet that Scarlet Spider would be in that thing. And yeah.
True.
That
Yeah.
Spider gets his own episode.
It was a good list, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard the next one's going to be fire.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, when am I getting an
We can
invite?
announce it in here, though. I'm cool with that.
Okay. Lady F heard there'd be some body slams. You heard right. sister. Stay Puff in the place to be. Good to see you, man. The unruly.
Simeon.
Hell yeah.
Simeon of the unruly variety.
Oh, slap that bass. It's Funkadelic, baby. Funkadelic Comics. Good to see you, bro.
Who's Roe?
Exactly.
Yeah. D, you're good at explaining. What are those called?
That's
Anagrams? No, not anagrams.
real. Biggie said it was real weird odor.
Oh yeah, real weird odor.
Oh man,
There you go.
yo, Funk's the man, dude. I love Funk.
Hell yeah.
He's like one
Yeah,
of my
we
closest
said
friends.
with
We need
the-
to get him on there. I keep trying to talk him into it.
Shit, now it's bothering me. What do you call that when there's like 3 letters, like NWO?
Acronym.
Acronym.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize what you were asking.
Acronym.
What's it called when you can spell it forwards and backwards?
Palindrome.
Palindrome, yeah. Okay.
Palindrome.
It's just stupid.
That was my nickname in high school. They're like, yo, palindrome. I said, what's up?
It's a
Jay,
literacy lesson.
J Hood.
James Howard. James Dub.
Oh, that's not fucking J Hood. I'm fucking crazy.
It's his
No,
cousin.
that is not J Hood. The
What is
comic
it?
collector, Tim,
Tim.
in the place to be. Sam, he is comics. Kachung, baby, baby. Make sure you guys check out Kachung in Delphia tomorrow, extravaganza. I'm going to be there. And guess what? I'm giving away some shit in the spirit
Nice.
of the event.
I think
And he's being literal in that one, folks. So.
You always beat me to
Better be
shit like
right.
that somehow.
Big NYC is going to be there too, right? The Don Donna.
Ooh, I hope so. Sounds about right. I know he's
Yeah.
pals with them, so I'm looking forward to that. Sounds like it's gonna be merry ass time.
Heck.
Bake.
I want my invite, Kachoon. Fucking, I want in.
I think it was an open invite.
Anyway, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
open invite. I'll get in there.
Let's see. Oh shit! As always, I messed up and I lost my place in the chat. But we got Smiley Tori. Good to see you. The captain's first mate. Donnie the Mastodon. Out of extinction comes the Mastodon, brother. The woolly mammoth. Comic G-Spot hitting that G-Spot just right. Ruben Guzman. Cowabunga.
Uh-oh.
I think I got everyone.
Oh no, we got Geek Aficionado.
Yeah, there's Jimmy.
Oh, you mean Jimmy Geek Aficionado? Where is he? I can't see him. There he is.
Yeah. Le Geek
What's
in the
happening?
house. Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy, we're killing it. We're star-studded tonight.
Who's
Shit.
that guy? Wait, way over there. Way over there.
This one?
Zach, you the Hawkeye?
No, up
Big
and
chat?
over.
How you doing, buddy?
Get that right. It's always opposite of where
Caddy corner to you.
I feel like the Hollywood squares up in here.
What up, Southern? Southern with the electrifying contest giveaway.
While we're shouting people out, I think we
Yes.
really need to take a moment and just throw the mad respect to Southern Comic Geek for bringing us along on his world tour of comic shops across Texas.
Nice.
Yeah,
man.
Southern is really shaping up to be a fucking serious collector, dude.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
hitting it pretty hard.
And dude, his giveaways are out of control.
Yeah, bro.
I think Bake the Snake just received it today. His prize.
I was talking to Bake about that today.
What was the
Yeah.
prize? What was the prize?
Big old book. Fucking New Mutants 98 9.4.
Woo.
It was
I think
too
that
low.
was-
Newsstand?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Newsstand?
Fucking slab.
I want to punch someone in the face.
Starting early, huh?
Not you, Zach.
Judy in the place to be. What up, Judy? Good to see Judy in the house. I think Judy's got purple hair.
Yeah, ignore Judy. That's my goddamn mom.
Don't ignore Judy then. Thank you, Zach's mom, for
I don't know what she's doing in here.
that's awesome, man. I wish my mom would come to more shows.
She's hanging
Mom,
out,
I'm gonna
dude.
be on the Power Hour tonight.
Yeah.
You make your mom blush, Biggie.
I'm gonna get her on here one day. She's the best.
Dude, that would be too funny. Oh, man.
All right, we're all assembled, man.
Avengers assemble.
So, I'm gonna cut to it, right? So, we do have a little topic that we wanted to discuss a little bit tonight, right? Per the title of the video, what did I call it? Buyer beware, right?
Oh, okay.
So, here's the deal, man. We this is a unique thing we have going on here in the YouTube community, in the Instagram community, right? Unique in the sense that there's a whole gang of us that make friendships, right, with each other online. I would say 90% of us never meet each other, right? We kind of build some trust and stuff. Trust to the point that, and I remember like when I first started getting into it, I would like boggle my mind of like the purchases and the commerce that happens in the community. It's a fucking unique thing. And the thing that we have to keep in mind is that
It's fucking Wild West. We just wing it like, hey, yeah.
It's pretty Wild West. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
We're all cowboys until you lose a gunfight.
It's built upon like pretty much like an unspoken rule of trust among everyone of like, hey, we're all gonna take care of each other here. You know what I mean? You're going to send payment when something is sold, and you're going to get your books when you buy something. And, you know, this ain't going to Best Buy. You can't go to Best Buy with a receipt and be like, hey, I need to return this, or I didn't get my product. It's up to us to, like, look out for each other and police ourselves and make sure that things stay on the up and up. So when things are not on the up and up, we got to speak on it, man. We just got to do it. AKA, you know, one could say put someone on blast, put people on blast, right? And we are going to talk about, we're going to cite one particular dude as an example. But straight up, I don't want to set the tone here of like, hey, let's all get together and destroy this dude, right? Because it ain't about that, really. And it's not like a personal thing like that. And we've talked a lot behind the scenes about it. We've thought about thought about it and shit. I think it's our duty to say something, you know. So, a few homies on the panel here all have a common thread that they're all out several $100. You know, I don't have to get specific figures, but lots of money. You put together all the money that we're out on the panel, and you know, we could go grail shopping, baby.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, so does that kind of set the table a little bit for what we should touch on here?
Yeah, it's not a fun fucking episode. First of all, it's not like we're enjoying this or shit, but
We
you
will
know,
show some comics later. Yeah.
There's a little fucking
I got some
morality, and you know, I
Yeah.
feel like I've known about shit for a while, and there's an obligation to try to be honest. You know what I mean? And I think that that's valuable. So don't get all like salty and shitty. Like there's always room for forgiveness and everything, but it's just it's not fun. I don't enjoy it, but it's just something you got to do for everybody else. Really, I don't think we're gonna get any of us are gonna get any fucking enjoyment out of this.
No.
No.
No, and I think we need to establish. Well, we can get some of that later. So let's see.
So we're talking about you know being taken advantage of, right? We're talking about putting our trust in members of the community and not having that trust respected back. You know, when we lay out some cash for something that they're offering and then not receiving any product in return, or in my case, putting out books for trade, you know, sending that in, not getting, you know, the other side of that submitted back, right? It's about trust.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think there's probably more people that this happens to, and it doesn't come up. People just don't want to bring it to light, you know. But when there's multiple people that have been had, so to say, by the same person, you know, something needs to be said. Just because the community in general is such a good community, they need to be aware of what's out there, and you know, it's not to tear the person down by any means.
No,
it's just to make people aware that, you know, those people are out there. And when you're, you know, making a arm's length transaction with someone via Instagram, or it might be a YouTube auction or anything like that. I mean, we've all probably been had before, whether it be eBay or Instagram or YouTube. You know, it's just this subject just comes from, you know, a multitude of people coming together and realizing, okay, we're all in the same boat, and you know, to protect the community that we enjoy so much and spend so much time on, maybe we should probably say something. And like I said, it's not to disparage the person, but it's more to make the people in the community aware that, you know, it's out there and you got to be careful.
No, and actually, like, if anything, I hope people don't think we're a dick for waiting so long to do it. That's another fucking thing. Like, we've known this shit for a while.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Yeah, I mean it's well, the problem, there's a few ways to get ripped off. One is you don't really know somebody, you do an auction and they just don't send you, and you don't know the person for squat, and then you can immediately say, dude, I got ripped off. But this guy became all of our friends, and there was different level of trust and sort of a desire for this to be a good transaction that probably was a little delusional at some point, and enough beating around the bush. It's first edition, just in case y'all want to. And he's actually ghosted himself at this part, as far as I know. He's off of YouTube, he's off of Instagram, and his telephone number is disconnected. So, but I'll start I got talking with him and very friendly and just shooting the shit about comics. We were probably talking a few days a week at least. And at some point he said, hey, what are you looking for? So I said, so I gave him a list of Bronze Age and some Silver Age comics. And he's like, well, I got this. I can get you this, this, and this. And he gave me a list of a few things. So I said, sure. Gave me a reasonable price and boom, sent it PayPal and waiting. And interestingly, he did some auctions, and I actually got some things on auction and got the things that I got one on auction right away, but a big delay in getting the other books. And he's my friend. I'm talking to him, so I'm not the type of guy who wants to be pushy. And so I'm just start hinting. It's like, hey, what about those other books? And he's like, oh yeah, I gotta, always making some semi-plausible excuse about it. And then time went on, and it just got to a point where I had to start being a hard ass about it. And excuses were made. He actually made a claim twice that he sent it, never came. So I'm like, where is it? Never got a tracking number. Finally got a tracking number, a printout, never reported. When you look up the tracking number, it never actually tracked anything. And at this point, I'm starting to realize, okay, I've been had, but he's still very friendly to me. And it's just so weird. It's like a real confidence man thing or something. I mean, I'm not even going to speculate as to the whys. I'm just giving you the what happened. And at some point I was like, listen, you got to make this right or the hammer's dropping. And so he said, okay, I'll send you some money and da-da-da. And that's when we proceeded to basically disappear, so to speak. And And the money is the least important part of this for me. It's I had a friend and I enjoyed talking with him, and I didn't even want to buy comics from this jabroni in the first place, but he was offering. I said fine, and it's like I would have preferred never to even bought a comic, but it is what it is. Live and learn. And part of the reason I delayed as well is he actually did send me some comics, so it's like I bought probably like 10 comics and I got about half of them. So I'd be like, what about X, Y, and Z? So it was all very strange. We did AOKs to each other. He AOK'd me some pretty books. I AOK'd him some big books. He gave giveaways. So it was very, it was just all very strange to me. I don't know what to say.
We're not talking days and hours, dude. We're talking.
We're
months.
talking over 2 to 3 months. Yeah, it was a long time.
Now it's like 6 or 7 at this fucking point, dude.
Yeah,
so.
Perfect.
And I feel bad if I could have helped Zach not get ripped off. I could have been more of a hard ass, but I wanted to be friends so badly. I was willing to like bullshit myself. You know what I mean? All I could say. That's like the only excuse I could say is I just was like, I don't want to kill. I was like, don't make me kill this friendship over something stupid, because I don't want to. Shit, I'll lend someone money and be like, if you never pay me back, don't fucking worry about it, because I'd rather be your friend than worry about that shit. Seriously, if I ever lend money, I always tell people that. I give a book, lend a book, I don't want it back. If you can get it back to me, fine. But so it's like, it's just really annoying. And I was talking to him up to 2 weeks ago, and I called, phone number disconnected. I texted him, I DM'd him. I said, what's your new number? And he's like, oh, I don't have one yet. And then that disappeared too. So obviously he's just ghosting. He's ghosting. Is what it is.
Yeah. If I can address one aspect of this real quick, the because part of like what was kind of on our mind, like in kind of talking about this publicly, is like what Lady F just mentioned, the video that he had posted about being real down on himself, a bit of a breakdown, kind of like depressive type video, especially after we dealt with the loss of Edwin and stuff. So it's like, man, when so many people are dealing with these issues, we're like, is it was it genuine? Was it not? Was this or that? Well, like I don't know, right? But at the end of the day, like, and if First ever sees this or what have you, I think everyone on this panel is probably pretty fucking salty, right, about the way this money exchange and the trade exchange went. But at the end of the day, like, you can always mend fences, dude. Like, we're not here to say dude is like a terrible person and, take it to an extreme level and shit like that. Like, I don't know what someone's going through and stuff. And I think that's why we like cut him slack for so long, though, was part of that. So it's like a catch-22.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, all I can say on that aspect of it, because I really don't want to be like insensitive to those kind of issues, but at the end of the day, like, even with those kind of issues, it's not appropriate, dude, to sever communication and take people's money. And we're talking large sums of money.
No, well,
it's never appropriate to do that, dude, no matter what.
I like to go ahead,
Big.
Geek. I was just going to say, I'd like to back up Doc. I'll go second on my little fucking.
Yeah.
Before you do that, real quick, give me 1 second, Biggie. Biggie, give me 1 second. The thing that really sucks is reading the chat. There's more than one person in the chat that got stung by First Edition as well. So,
yeah,
sorry for you guys as well. That really sucks. But Biggie, I'll let you go ahead. We hadn't acknowledged that there were people in the chat yet.
Go ahead,
Actually,
Jimmy. And
I'm sorry, Biggie. I don't mean to step as well, but before this disappears in the chat, Kenny, if you could hit Gorilla Todd's last comment, I think this is really important as well, is that it's not just about the buyers who have been done wrong. It's about the sellers as well, that when you bring in somebody on to your show, in your Vietnam, like, keep an eye out for that. Like, make sure that the people you're bringing on are people that you respect and that they're closing the deals and such. They're not lagging behind on the shipping or things of that nature, right? Because they're going to bring your name down, right? Because you're working hard, you're working on your channel, you want to provide a safe environment that you can sell books and that people feel comfortable coming to you, right? So that's just another side of that.
Yeah.
Biggie's up.
Yeah.
no, did you have something, Zach?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell my story. If you want to go first, again, mine might be a little longer, but
Yeah, I think I'll just bust it up.
Yeah,
and
hit it,
get
babe.
mine in there. Mine's kind of short and sweet, but so I sold a bunch of books, and I was looking for this book, and it was out of my mind for a second, but he knew I was interested, and he sent me a picture and said, "Hey man, you want this New Mutants 98?" And I knew we've been talking about it. It was like, it's a fucking raw. It was at like $350. I was gonna get Secret Wars 8 homage Miles Morales, and I was like, all right. So I knew I could get a nice like 9.4 or whatever for around $350 if I tried. And I would have probably rather fucking done that if I knew that's what I was getting. And I paid for a raw at $350 because, as y'all know, there's a big difference between 9.8 and 9.4 New Mutants 98. Like, there's like a fucking $1,000 difference almost. So I was just thinking, oh wow, and I usually don't pay for high grades. Anyways, get to the point. I kind of asked about my book for a few months, so I would run up by Doc. I'm like, dude, I paid for this fucking book. I'm getting it, and I'm waiting on it. I'm just like, what the fuck? And Doc's like, that's the only reason I knew about Doc's shit. It was because he was like, oh yeah, well, same kind of thing happened to me, and I was like, oh shit. And so he sends me the 9.4. I paid for a raw, and I got a newsstand slabbed, and it was the same night that everybody chipped in when Aficionado helped everybody get me that Incredible Hulk 2. So I wasn't going to like point it out and be like, hey man, da 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 da. But to his credit,
you bought a raw direct edition, right? And you got a Flab newsstand, which is kind of weird.
Saying it backwards. Yeah, I paid for a raw 9.8 potential, and I got a Slab newsstand.
I think that really speaks to the reason why we're not just on here, verbally assaulting him for being a bad guy. Like there's opportunities where he tried to make it better. He screwed up and he tried to make it better. I think he just got in over his head.
He also sent this Ghost Rider one, and he's been good to me. Like he's fucking sold me a bunch of Golden Age Superman. I've had great experiences with it. I'm sure a lot of us have. It's just, still there's a little fuckery, and I made a note of it. It's like his story was he got mine and his slabbed, and mine came out 9.4. There's potential that happened. There is, but you still got to make a mental note, like a little fuckery.
Yeah. And to aggressively relaxing his point, people who we want to get the stuff, right? We want to get books, we want to get them at a good deal. And after Zach's done with his story, I have one on that. I was taken twice this year, but once by First and then by somebody earlier in the year on some Spider-Man books. But Zach hit it. I'll spin that one up later.
Yeah, so I got to know First, it was like 6 months ago. I think I maybe first saw him on one of 84's auctions or something like that. I don't recall exactly where I met him, but we got to chopping it up on like Instagram and whatnot, and we became good friends. Like ManCave said, we talked on the phone a couple times a week. We talked like 30, 45 minutes a week on the phone, just about comics and life and whatnot, So I thought he was a really good friend. And prior to that, when I first met, I think I bought books on 84's auction from him that night, and he sent those books, no problem. And there was a couple other times he was on 84's auctions, or he'd sent me stuff on Instagram and said, I got this, are you interested or whatnot? And I said, okay, yeah, I'm fine with that. And he sent those books, no problem. Then about like 4 months ago, he told me he had like a bunch of like Bronze Age keys and a couple Modern Age keys and whatnot. And I have the list here. I can tell you the books that, that I never received because
some of us didn't get.
He wanted me to make a list that, to send to him to know what he owed me. So off the top of my head, I'm like, that's kind of, so like what it was we had a Fantastic Four 67, a slab. I think that's the Cocoon cover of Adam Warlock. It was like a 4.5. But a What If Jane Foster, high grade, raw. Iron Fist 14. There was a lot of Spidey books, Bronze Age Spidey from the Bronze Age that I'd bought in an auction that he was on. Give me a minute here. It's going to go a little bit. Marvel Premiere 1 that we had raw graded out at 7.0. Secret Wars 8 in like a 7.5. And I'm one of those guys who I don't really like slab books. I just like mid-grade, keys. I'm not trying to like buy and resell or anything like that. I just like stuff to have for my collection that I can afford. And those mid-grade 5 to 8.0 grades were in my price range. So I was like, yeah, that's fine with me. Strange Tales 169, First Brother Voodoo 8.0. Star Wars 42. We all know about that book now. I mean, it's probably exploded. That was a 9.0. Eternals 1. It was probably one of the lower grade ones. It was just a 6.0, but I needed it to finish my Eternals run, and I figured, well, I'll grab one at 6.0 in a raw, and maybe I'll upgrade later. G.I. Joe 1 or an 8.0. Joker 1, 7.0. Batman 357, 7.5. And then the kicker was he had a New Mutants 98 newsstand, which he thought was like near mint plus. Like he, you know, told me like he begged me basically once I get the book to send it to TGC because it was he thought it was a 9.8 for sure. And you guys know a 9.8 newsstand of that book is pretty valuable.
It makes you wonder, like, was that pictures of the book that Biggie has?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is going on?
Mine was a direct copy. His was a newsstand.
No, the one you have in your hand, I'm saying.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So is that the one that
Like,
he
is
sent
it a
in?
picture of that one that he sent you? Like, what the hell?
This is probably fucking Zach's book.
Ugh.
And so those are the books that I never received from first edition. Just like ManCave said, I thought he was a good friend. This started happening probably like 3 or 4 months ago. You know, I just let it slide because I sent him
the books, Zach. Did you get any of
I got none of those. The sales I talked about prior to, I got those. Like he sent those just like a normal. You know, you get it 3 or 4 days later. You know, it's sent just like any normal auction you'd participate in. But those books, I never got any of those. So,
because
I'm thinking to myself,
in my case, it was weird. I got a the famous Neil Adams Joker cover raw for Night Tiger, and I actually had him send it directly to Night Tiger, and he did.
Yeah, he sent you first Sentinel, I think. Right.
I got a Green Lantern 76 graded copy that I AOK to Jay Hood. I got Shang-Chi. So I did get books, so it wasn't like a complete, it was just sort of like, do you remember you had other books that I bought? It was almost like I wasn't sure if he was confused or really ripping me off. It was very strange because what I didn't get was a Silver Surfer 4, X-Men 14, a First Harry Beast. No, I did get a First Harry Beast. I'm sorry, I got that one. See, even I could go on a few, but I forget. I have them listed, but yeah.
The thing is, I keep like a notebook when I buy stuff from people on whether it be Instagram or whatever, because I'm like anal about tracking and everything, and I want to know when it's coming and where it's at and everything. Because I've lost stuff in the mail before, and
I mean, I have screenshots of every text transaction we have. I have screenshots of the whole thing.
And the thing is,
I used to until he deleted his Instagram account.
No, but I took screenshots of them.
Yeah,
so I had the email
on that with another one, but not.
Yeah.
And so after time goes by, you know, that's like we're talking like I think I went back and looked at all my PayPal payments to him. You know, it was like you're talking like $1,200-$1,300, and I just don't throw around like 12. And it might not be in one chunk. But as these books were coming available, I was paying for them. And over that course of time, you know, I read off that list of books to you. You know, every like 3 or 4 books, I would check in and say, hey, go ahead and ship these. Do whatever you got to do. You know, and I was like, I was just curious why stuff wasn't being shipped. And he would always have some kind of excuse, whether it be, you know, someone in the chat said he told him he had the COVID-19 virus. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, whether he had it. And, you know, once he told me that, though, I was like, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to, like, jump down your throat, throw you out, and put you on blast on Instagram and that kind of stuff. So I just kind of took it, you know, it's money here, money there. I'll get the books when I get them, because eventually it seemed like with every other transaction I've done in comics, eventually the books show up.
Yeah.
But these never showed up. And so it got to the point where I was like, what's the deal? You know, like what's going on? And I sent all these, my Instagram, you know, my story, my messages to him, to Kenny, because I wanted to talk to someone else about it to see what was going on. And come to find out, now there's a group of us that have kind of been wamboozled, you know, and we're talking some cheddar here, you know, I mean, thousands of dollars. And like I said, I'm not the kind of, that's kind of why I sat on it so long, because like ManCave said, he made you feel like a friend, and maybe it was, and I don't know what the guy's going through. and I'm not here to disparage his name by any means, but the comic community needs to know, no, he's probably not a guy you should do transactions with based on.
Yeah, and
I mean, a lot of the guys here on the board buy books constantly. Like you always see Jimmy buying books. I mean, DEERUNK's always posting new books he buys. MANCAVE, all you guys are always buying new books, and you know, I think with the followings you guys have, people should know that. And like I said, I don't know what the guy's going through, so
yeah, and
this is more of an awareness, like a PSA type deal. But it still sucks because I've never had a problem before buying from. I bought from Kenny. I bought from Jimmy. I've never had a problem with anyone on Instagram or anything before. But some of the tells, when you might be getting fleeced is, like when those excuses start coming out. And there was a time where
using his brother-in-law as a middleman, using him as the excuse.
I mean, he was like out of town or something like that, and he's like, "Hey, my brother Don, he can help you, because I can't look at this stuff right now." He gave me phone numbers. I had both their phone numbers. Both their phone numbers are disconnected now.
Yep.
And and it was like I thought the stuff was actually finally happening. I'm like, oh yeah, the books are gonna get sent. And then it was like, hey, I gotta find this in the warehouse. And I'm like, how do we go from the books were sent, they got returned because of bad shipping, and then now you gotta find them again. And it's like it was just more and more, this doesn't sound right.
See, I got the same thing. He told me the warehouse deal on like one of his last ditch efforts, like Custard's last stand for him was, he told me he was going to the warehouse to talk with this guy because he always brought up this guy at the warehouse. I don't know if it's his buddy or what, or
Sheldon.
Apparently the guy's got a giant warehouse full of books, and whether he'll sell them to him or not, I don't know if first was double selling books or what was going on, but when I bought something, I always sent the money right away. So there was no delay. Okay, this guy might not send me payment, so maybe I'll take a chance. And I mean, that's dirty either way. So
it's entirely likely that somebody was feeding him books, and then maybe the supply ran out, or the supply wasn't there, or he was selling multiple ways, and now he's hung out on it. But it just comes down to the fact: be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
The community's been honest with you. We've accepted you. He's been on Tone's show. I don't know how many times, his Iron Edition. Constantly had him on, right? He's good people, right? To be kind of done dirty that way, it's heartbreaking, right? To get taken by somebody that you let in,
And that's the thing. Yeah, he always made you feel like you were a real good friend. Whenever, I don't know if you guys talked to him on the phone, but obviously me and ManCave talked to him on the phone pretty often, and he talked to you like you were just buds, like it was one of those things. And
yeah, I mean, he reached out to me after he got out, after he got out of the hospital. I mean, I'm assuming that he got COVID because people are getting it, right? And
right.
I got no reason to believe that no reason to suspect that he didn't, and he got he got a hold of me when he got out, and he was like, hey, I'm gonna have to send these books back to you. I just don't have the books that we talked about. And I was like, oh, well, what do you have? And he's like, well, let me get back to you. And then like after that, it was like, he reached out to me, so he was trying to close this deal, with me. So that's why I'm still like I can't be, I can't drop the hammer on the guy, right? Because it seemed like he was trying, and I don't know, maybe he just got over his head. I don't know.
But reaching out like that might have been, what kept you from, putting him on blast, like the reaching out, and it's like, oh well, he's probably not gonna get burned. I mean, he checked in, etc.
Yeah.
Well, I think the final straw for me was when you cut off a line of communication. There's not a person out there these days that doesn't have a cell phone. You know what I mean? Like a cell phone these days is like, I mean,
standard.
It's just it's standard.
Yeah, it's like a wallet.
So if you're gonna cut off a line of communication with me, where at least I can know you're telling me a lie, give me some false hope. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself like, all right, he cut off a line of communication. Maybe we should let everybody know. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what we're doing.
And the whole fucking I don't know if this happened or that. I mean, it's pretty habitual. Like he's done it to more than one person. That you got to fucking make effort to mess up. You know, it's not like he's not trying to fuck up. And everybody like, oh, I hope first don't get hurt by this. I hope we don't either. But how are we to fucking know that the people that are victims ain't fucking hurt too? And that's what fucking pisses me off. Like I don't want to get all crazy and shit, but I fucking care about people, and shit like that runs people off.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Vic, and I think the only thing we're really saying is like, you know, if there are some issues that he's dealing with, things like that, physical, we don't want him to, you know.
What makes me a little suspicious is not so much that is that you're telling me his brother-in-law cut his phone too. That shifts it a little more towards the con man genre to me, because that's pretty elaborate to have your own phone cut, your brother-in-law's phone cut.
The con is obvious now. There's no more.
That's
smoking gun.
I'm a little less sympathetic. It's I mean, it was for a few $1,000 a scam. I mean, it's a rough gig, I suppose.
But it's a one-trick pony, right? And again, that's why I don't think, you know, this was like, you know, an intentional thing. I think he just got in over his head, and you know, it didn't know how to you know, walk his way out of it. You know, because you didn't have the money to refund, right? So you know,
you had a trade worked out, right? Is that how your deal went down, Jimmy?
You know, like I sent. You know, we decided on a list of books. I mean, I gave him, what did I send him? I have a list as well. I sent him a stack of Submariners, Thor, and Journey into Mystery, a whole bunch of Daredevil, and a couple of 10-cent westerns, just like all Silver Age books, and a couple of you know, early silver, late gold atomic westerns, right? But it's like $960, you know, in value, right? And that was to get, you know, a list of books, you know, of a similar value: a Flash 139, a Strange Tales 169, Marvel Spotlight 32, Avengers 16, Flash 154, 172, 190, 146, 159. These are like small stuff, and an Ultimate Fallout 4 that was like, you know, $2.25. Right, but it's all, you know, like it was all in trade. So I mean, I got this stuff, you know, I'm not out what everybody else is out, right? In terms of like raw cash, it's just, you know, for me, it's just more like, you know, hurt, you know, but you know, the value's there right now. I don't have this stuff to sell, so you know, I'm out that money, so to speak. But I sent my half, expecting him to send, you know, the books that we had, you know, worked out back with him. I did notice, like at the time when we were kind of tightening up, it was harder to get him on the phone to kind of tighten it up. But I did see him like on auctions every single night. He's on auctions, you know, selling stuff. And I had bought from him in the past, you know, like I bought a stack of like a whole run of Batman Adventures minus the 12, you know, from like when we did our first auction with him, Ken. You know, I got that. You know, I had no problems there. But I also had an Aquaman. I can't remember the first Mira that I bought from him. So, like, I, you know, shelled out some cash on that one. That never showed up either.
Yeah, man. And so, you know, on my end, like he never directly burned me firsthand. He, what do you call it? Because I think he kind of got into the community from like through my auctions. So, you know, sorry about that, guys. I didn't know. And
on you, man.
He had.
I'll send the invoice.
I had a little run where I was doing some auctions, and he was like becoming like a regular on the panel until one time someone left a comment on 2 different YouTube auctions that I had held with him on it. And the dude, like, railed and called him out and was like, this guy's a con man. He's a scammer, this and that. We're talking like 6 months ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
And left a comment on a YouTube video. And I was like, oh, shit. So I screenshotted it, and I sent it to him. And I was like, hey, man, just a heads up. This dude's, like, calling you out in this comment. He's like, oh, it's one of those haters. This was like in the middle of his like little Moldgate issue with Captain Cold, you know.
Yeah.
There were people like trolling him and stuff in chats, and he's like, "Oh, this is just one of Captain Cold's cronies. I never even heard of that guy." Da da da. So I responded to that guy in the comment, and I was like, "Hey, give me your IG so I can holler at you." And then I did. Once he replied and did so, I deleted my comment. So like, no one knew that I hit him up, and I just played dumb. I was like, "Yeah, all right." I just figured I'd let you know. But I hit that. I followed up with that dude to see to sniff out if he was like a crony or not. And he was legit. He was the guy that had bought some omnibus from him, and he never got the books. And first was telling him that he was going to refund him the money. It was like $500. And he's like, "Oh, I'll just refund you the money." And he never did. The guy was chasing him around. And I was like, damn. And I ended up following up with that dude like a few weeks after I spoke to him. I was like, "Hey, how did that turn out anyway?" And he said he got refunded like half the money, but not the rest. And it was at that point I distanced myself, and he was never on an auction after that. Because I'm like, now he's starting to mess with my reputation a little bit. And I shared it with a couple people, but I kind of kicked myself of like, maybe I didn't share it with enough people. Maybe I should have been like more vocal about it. Because like I said, that was like 6 months ago, dude. And I think that's one of the main takeaways. Like, all right, we've established first edition individually is not a good guy to deal with. It seems like the dude ghosted, disconnected. I don't think anyone's gonna have to worry about buying anything from him moving forward. I think the community got ghosted, right? So I think we've kind of covered that part enough. That is what it is. So like main takeaways, here's one question I was thinking of. And I don't know the exact, so tell me this. If those purchases were made with goods and services on PayPal instead of friends and family, what's the course of action that could be taken in a time like right now?
Yeah, I think you file a claim because you have buyer protection. That way, friends and family, you have no buyer protection, so you're just out.
So PayPal, what does that mean, buyer protection? Because explain to me like I'm an 8-year-old.
I can't give you an 8-year-old. I would say there's a better chance of getting your money back with goods and services than there is friends and family. But the problem with, you always see every auction, everybody says pay friends and family. And then, but then when you think about it, the books you're buying, if you have to pay 3% for goods and services, 3% on $100, I mean, we're not talking a lot of money here. In hindsight, I wish I would have always paid like that. You know what I mean?
This is what I'm wondering is, will they refund your money? Will PayPal refund your money?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So PayPal is going to take a percentage of the transaction to cover the insurance aspect of providing it as a goods and service. Right? You're a business, right? So they're going to take their transaction amount. If you're just sending money to your mom, right, they don't want to get in the way of that. They want to provide a nice, easy service for you to be able to do that. But if you're acting as a business, they're going to charge you a transaction fee. Again, part of that fee pays for the overall insurance that if something like this happens, you can request a refund. If they find out that it was somebody, shady, then obviously they'll put restrictions on them, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's the purpose of that.
But if it's not an actual business, if you're not purchasing, from Home Depot or something.
If you're purchasing goods and services,
because the refund comes from the account of the seller, I imagine.
No, it comes from the insurance too.
Well, yeah, it comes from the insurance, yeah. And
I think what 84 is asking is like, how long does it take, and has people got their fucking money back? Because that's what my mind goes to too. Like, has anybody got the dilly on that? Like, how long does it take?
Because I'm seeing this in the chat a couple times of like, if it's not a real business, if it's just Joe Schmo, is there buyer protection is what I'm wondering.
That's just it. PayPal provides that buyer protection.
Yeah, they do.
They don't charge you buyer protection, right? Like I said, so they can go after you. If they have to pay a claim out, they're going to go and they'll take it out of your account if you're the claimant, or the party that didn't send the stuff.
You get a couple claims, they'll probably shut down Home's PayPal account too, probably. They'll probably
if you get a lot of suspect stuff, they're going to.
Because at this point, I'd like to pivot to, we've established the horror story of dealing with first, getting get your shit together first. I hope you're okay. I hope things work out. You can't do this shit, dude.
Get back in touch with people and make things right. That's all we're asking.
Yeah, holler back, dude. You ain't got to be straight exiled. You're just not allowed to sell books anymore. But hey, that's fine. You can still show books that you bought. Make it right. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I'm looking at my transaction with him, and that was friends and family. So
yeah, I'm totally more annoyed by the friendship thing, and if he was playing me the whole time, well, it was a pretty good scam. I'll give him credit for that.
It's like the integrity of it, you know. It's not the money. Like money can be replaced, you know. It's like
disrespect.
Yeah, respect, integrity.
It's dollar amounts, dude. Let's, this ain't $50, $100. This is
this is serious
money
for sure.
So I think it's a good opportunity for me to segue to a separate story, so we can touch off first. That's something that happened. So I have another one. So like I said, I got hit twice this year, and I'm really kind of pissed about this because this is what makes me more upset about first, because this isn't somebody that I just that just approached me on Instagram to sell me books or something like that. This is somebody I knew, right? So I felt that I could trust that relationship, But back in January, I had bought an Amazing Spider-Man #8 and had posted it on Instagram. And like shortly after that post, an Instagrammer named Crack and Crazy Collectibles with K's reached out to me and said, hey, I've got an Avengers book for sale. And I was like, oh, I'm not really interested. Well, are you just interested in Spider-Man? And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to close off this run. They're like, well, what are you looking for? I'm like they're really, low numbers, but turns out they actually had a Spider-Man 2, a Spider-Man 4, and a Spider-Man 5.
Oh, no.
And, but what I had it in the back of my head, there was a little light going off, and I'm like, because they got me on one, right? It was like, 5. Okay. It was like this much money. Well, and it's like, I'm selling my dad's books because he's got doctors, he's got to go see the doctor and doctor's bills and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And they're like really pushy about getting the money. I send the money through Apple Pay, which, by the way, don't use Apple Pay.
Really? Okay.
You ain't getting your money back.
Did you buy all 3 of those? You just bought one?
So then it started with 5, and then it was, well, I've got 4 too.
Is this the one?
So I'll get to that in a second. I don't know if it's them, but it sure as shit looks like it's them. But I'll get to that in a second. So then it was 4, and then it was 4, and we're working out a price. They're sending me pictures of the books, blah blah blah, and then agreed on that, sent that, and like, well, I've also got number 2 as well, and like now we're into it, and now at this point I've given them $800. And they're supposed to send the books on Monday. They don't send the books. They don't send the books. They don't send the books. Well, we sent the books. Okay, send the books. Give me the tracking information. No tracking information. Keep checking the post office. Nothing. It's June, and I'm still hitting these people up, going, what the hell's going on? It's September, and I am yelling at this person, right, who I have their phone number, right? And I'm going back and forth with them on text. So this isn't even on, like, shortly after this happened, like when I started paying the money is when we're on the text messages, and it's through Apple Pay. I'm an idiot. I am an absolute idiot for going through with this. I contact my bank, and they tell me, oh, it's been too long. I waited too long to get the money back from my bank because I'm buying into this bullshit going back and forth, and they're not sending it to me. So I'm a fool for that one. That one's on me. And yeah, I go back and I look at Instagram, when I'm filling out my thing with my bank to go, I'll see if I can get my money back, file a claim with them. They give me the money back. I was happy. I was like, they gave me the money back. That's fantastic. And then 3 weeks later, the money's gone from my account. I'm like, what the hell's going on? They're like, oh, well, we're not going to do this because you waited too long. I'm like, that sucks. It's like, I thought I would, add some kind of vindication on this, but evidently not. So if you're going to do that with your bank, do it sooner rather than later. Do it within 30 days. And then I go and I check Instagram because I'm trying to get the information on it. And I see that they've changed their name, and they changed their name to Crazy Cards and Comics, now with C's. And now I've gone back and checked, and that account has been deleted. And then now I also see the one that George was just showing, which was Cracking Crazy Comics. And now they're selling comics, because the thing is that they were selling mostly cards. And I mean, I've been tempted to go and just start posting all of the shit that they said on there.
Yeah.
On Instagram and everything. But I don't want to be one of those people that just start, that's out there slamming people, because from what I've seen, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm yelling at this chick that I was dealing with, on this, that sold me this stuff, and she's like, I don't know who you are. This phone doesn't belong. This is a new phone. And maybe it's these people, and they send me another number, and they go like, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that this happened. And they're like, we'll get the books for you, and blah blah blah. Oh, and they were just sent, and I'm like, hey, what's the tracking number? Dead silence.
Right.
Yeah, no tracking numbers are a red flag. And if it tracks to nothing, like post office still waiting for the number, then you also know it's usually BS.
Well, you can get on eBay, and when you print if you print your labels from eBay, it'll provide that tracking. But
exactly. But
if the second step doesn't happen where you take it to the post office, it's like
that's what happened to ManCave is first gave him a tracking number that never went to the post office.
He gave me a tracking number that I think went to Houdat because it was like in New Orleans.
Son of a bitch. That's crazy.
Yeah. He paid $8 for shipping and got $1,000 back. Not a bad deal.
Hey, so here's the deal. I got a really good idea. If you're selling comic books, give the person that gave you money, give them a tracking number. Do not make them ask you for it. Do not, dude, I don't care if it's $20, if it's $100, if it's $1 million, give them a damn tracking number. It's so unprofessional to make someone sit there and hope and wonder if their book is coming, when it's coming. Dude, we're thirsty. We're fiends and shit. Like we want our damn fix. And
the other lesson is what me and Zach went through is even if you really trust somebody, you buy 1 or 2 comics. Wait till you get those before you buy more. Because I bought a few in like 2 weeks time. I bought a few, and I probably buy one, and you're not going to lose out. There's freaking comics everywhere. You don't have to rush. It's like buy a comic, and if it don't show up, and if you don't know the person, buy the lower end of it, so you're not out a lot of money.
Yeah, be careful on building. Box.
That's basically Zach and I got into that. Oh, we trust this guy. We like him. He's our friend, and he has all this stuff. And next thing you know, you're like, wait a second.
There's also another way to go around it for the protection, right? So, like, if you've got a buyer or a seller, if you've got a seller and they're like, send it friends and family, blah, 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 and you don't feel comfortable with that, but you still want the books, and like they're kind of hemming and hawing about the 3%, you can pay that 3% just for the insurance on your own end, right? If you still want
I do that.
To go through.
I do that. Kavi likes to use goods and services. I bought a few books from him, and I always pay more than what he asked for. He's like $250, and I'll pay. I calculate out so he doesn't lose out on any money. I just pay the extra just because he's my buddy. But it just makes it a more official transaction.
For
tax
but you can actually pay the goods and services fee on your end as a buyer.
Yeah, I just pay. I've got 3% and add it. I've done that multiple times.
I mean, if you do the math, it's not a lot unless you're buying a monster book.
Right.
Like if you're spending $100 at an auction, it's $3. It's $103.
Hey, it's even more important if you are buying a monster book. If you're buying a $5,000 book, I'll pay 3% to make sure I get the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky on Instagram because I know a lot of the guys. I've bought some fairly big books on it, but these are people who are well-known sellers of comics, and I saw a guy who had a good Captain America comic, old one that I wanted. So I asked a few people too. I called up Yaniv, my Stray Flex. I was like, "Do you know this guy?" He's like, "Oh yeah, he's a good dealer." So the minute someone told me he's good, boom, done deal. Yeah. So there's a lot of people in the community. You can always ask, "Does anybody know this person?"
That's the thing, though, is before you got done dirty, and if someone had asked me if Paul was a good guy, I'd have co-signed the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And that's
or maybe, I mean, I think Paul's a unique case, but say in a case like Jimmy was dealing with
Crack comics.
KKK
How could you not? I mean, crack comics. It sounds like trustworthy.
But in a case like that, though,
reputable.
Checking on references, right? With an online buyer that has like a store name and it's not like a community person. Maybe hitting up a couple people that I like comment in their stuff of like, or people that they tag or something. Try to get a lead of like, hey, you ever heard of these people? Have you ever purchased from these people? Like maybe let's do a little homework on that.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm grateful First Edition didn't try to fleece me from a real big comic. As far as I'm concerned, I bought I lost on a few stuff that, you know, you guys know me. I buy big comics sometimes. So if he was really trying to con me, it could have been a lot worse for me.
A lot of people, I think, worry about using goods and services for the tax purposes of it, because if you sell so much, they'll hit you with a 1099 and whatnot for the income from the sales. But if you think about it, I mean, I guess I do it for a living, so I understand what goes into it.
Like, that's what Issues was saying.
It's if you think about it, if they're going to consider that, you know, your income per se, you have tons of purchase. If you're a avid comic person like all of us are, you have the offset to not hurt you tax wise. Is what I'm saying.
Well, so here's the thing is that you only get hit with 1099 if you have reached a certain amount and number of transactions.
Okay.
Right. So that's what I've like, because I've been selling on eBay for years, right? And I sell for my LCS. So like my transaction number is high, right? And then that amount is high as well. But if I was underneath the transaction number, it doesn't matter the amount that I was selling, you know, unless it hits a much higher number, but it's definitely higher than 5,000.
And sometimes, not to get into a tax related conversation here, but I mean, sometimes, I mean, I know for me, I sell a hell of a lot more than I buy a hell of a lot more than I sell, you know, so I would never run a Schedule C as a business of any kind for that. But just thinking about a lot of people that do sell and buy, those costs, when you think of shipping, the price of the books and whatnot, if you're keeping track of that information, I think unless you're selling like grails all the time and they're out of your personal collection, you know, so you don't have something to offset it from the beginning, like there's ways to.
It's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah. No, that's not bad advice.
Tax license revoked.
So look, y'all, this is a mandate. This is an NWO mandate, y'all. We're a community that is built upon trusting and taking care of people when you're buying and selling. The fucking NWO mandate, dude, is be on point with your tracking numbers, okay? Ship your goddamn books within a week of the person buying it. Don't be the guy, like, it's time for us to really require people having good selling practices. And if you don't, I think it's appropriate to make it public, put people on blast. If you're feeling uncomfortable about it, if you don't have a channel, something like that, hit up your boy 84, dude. We'll fire up this channel right here and we'll make sure people know. Because if we don't police ourselves and look out for each other on this kind of shit, then, you know, someone's going to have a whole row of burned people in their wake. You know what I mean? So see something, say something, man. Let's be on point with that. Good. Anyone have these, you know, tips like that was good. Like don't be scared of goods and services. Maybe it's not a cure all for everything, but maybe it can put you in a better position if some shit goes down. Share.
At least you get your money back. Yeah.
If I could give my little 2 cents is, I don't like mixing fucking money with friends personally, just because if anything does fuck up, then it could sour a relationship. So what I've done is I really went to eBay and just paid a little bit more, so I just don't have to fuck with people. Like, I wouldn't want to do that and expect, and you know, even though at 99% of the time, 0.9, everything's been fine. I do tend to see, like, when I buy from people instead of eBay, the shit comes later. It's more of a, I have to be personal with the fucking person direct. eBay, it's just like, okay, the shit's coming. I have faith. I just gotta worry about condition.
Yeah, NWO shouldn't stand for no write-offs, like me and MANCAVE had to do.
Nice. and if I may, right? Like this is what you call people getting scammed, okay? And being a scammer is when you got like our friends on this panel here that are out hundreds of dollars, right? Thousands of dollars. You'd be hard. So like, let's keep that in mind when, like, I noticed the latest trend of if someone like over asks for a dollar amount on a book on eBay, like they're a scammer, or if like, let's keep our focus on the stuff that we really do need to watch our back on, which is shit like this. And if there's anything that's going to make people leave the hobby, it's this shit. It's not dealing with each other professionally when it comes to money. It ain't going to be, Comic Tom's pushing a spec book. This is the kind of shit that's going to make people leave the hobby. No, dude, it's not. What's going to make people leave the hobby is getting ripped off because they can't trust each other when they're buying and selling, and like berating people and calling them scammers because they're over asking for, that book's not worth that much money. You're a fucking scammer for asking, double what it's worth. Look, that's
if you're shill bidding to close sales at a higher volume, yeah, you're a scammer. But if you're just asking too high, you're an ass.
Yeah, you're an ass. And if you're an ass and you're asking ass prices, then your books are probably going to sit there unsold. Don't be an equivalent ass and pay 3 times what a book's worth. Do your fucking homework, take some responsibility, and do some research. Check GPA, check recent sales. Stop calling people scammers because you're liable to get scammed. Step your fucking game up. As long as it's a willing transaction, I don't feel bad. I feel bad for these guys because this isn't a willing thing. They intended to get their books or get their money back, and that's not what happened. So like, you feel me on that, DEERUNK? Of like,
dude, Comic Tom has always delivered my mystery mail call when I paid for it.
Yes.
That dude brings hype and excitement to the comic book community. I love that fucking guy. I'll co-sign with him any day of the week. And yeah, man, dude, do your homework. If you want a book at cover price, you got to buy it. You get it put in your pull list. Don't fucking bitch about it on eBay when you see someone selling it for quadruple what it was on opening day. That's just fucking dumb and lazy, man.
And don't feed the FOMO. I mean, just because you missed it doesn't mean it was the hottest thing since sliced bread. I mean, how even Venom 3 goes up and down in price.
And if anybody has some questions, you can hit up 84. He has the key collector app, so he can let you know it.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know all the keys, baby.
We all got it. We're just closet.
All of us. Everyone here has a key collector app.
No key collector.
Biggie hates it, but then he's always like,
and they all fucking jump me about get your key collector, Biggie. I'm like, no, fuck off.
Biggie got it.
Well, I think when people shit on key collector, I feel like there's 2 aspects to key collector. It's a database to look up keys, like to pull up if you like. I have an opportunity to buy Star Wars 1 through 100, right? And I'm like, shit, what are the keys in this run? I know Star Wars 1 and I know first appearance of Boba Fett. I don't know Star Wars. I don't know all the other shit. I fire a key collector app. I pull up Star Wars and I just thumb through all the keys. It's in that capacity. It's a great tool. It's free. I'm not paying anything. Dope. People like complain about the key collector app in the aspect of like, oh, tell me what's the brand new key or hot book I should be looking for. And it's like, I guess in that capacity, be careful.
Don't buy into that. Don't hit that button.
Yeah, just don't buy into
that button.
Right. But as far as reference tool, I've never seen anything like it, dude.
He puts a lot of effort into it, no doubt about it, right? I mean, and because you have to qualify, what's a key, right? If there's a significant event that happens, right, that's that can be key, right, to some people or some, at some time, but it doesn't have to be first appearance, death of, origin, right? That's what they're calling out. They're calling out, here's a significant happening, you know, or attachment to this book. But they do add speculation stuff. Why? Because there are thousands of people who want to know speculation information.
It's a good tool for novices. It's a good tool. And I'm just saying.
You don't even have the tool. Why can you comment on it?
And honestly, my phone is full of fucking data and shit. I probably couldn't fucking download it if I wanted to. I don't have enough. I ain't got enough room for fucking 10 pictures, so I don't think I could download that.
Biggie's a part of the comic fam. Don't doubt it.
Biggie, you can delete that stuff from the cloud too, right? You know, because you post like 15 pictures a day, bro.
Right. My Instagram don't even let me do it the normal way. I gotta use my fucking camera. So I don't have nothing against Key Collector. I've made about 100 videos talking about why I don't use it.
No, too much.
Yeah. I think it comes down to this: is the comic book hobby better or worse with the existence of Key Collector app?
Better.
I think it's based on the user of the app. You know, you're going to use it whatever way you want. Like Kenny said, he uses it just to see what are the key books in a run. Some people use that thing because he posts the books, but he also posts like it'll be like a news release or something, you know, when something happens, and he'll show the books. Well, that's what sends people into that FOMO craze like Jimmy was talking about. Well, I don't have that book, so maybe I should go check eBay. Well, there's a shitload of people who have the Key Collector app. And if you're not realizing that, I mean, that stuff affects those prices on eBay. You know, it's like
and let's be honest, the person that would get that alert and want to be quick to buy it, let's be honest, they're not on break from being altar boys to go buy the comic. They're like, let me get in early on this book so I can buy it cheap and sell it to some other fucking jabroni higher. Yeah. Like, you ain't let's be honest here. People that are complaining about the app is because their spec didn't pan out. And it's like, speculation by definition is gambling to some extent. So let's not act like not all specs pan out. Like it is.
Yeah, they're not 100% by any means.
Yeah, and
so
look, my point on this
database started from, right? That whole Key Collector database started right here.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Farming the shit out of this book for everything that it says about every possible comic issue, and then more got built into it.
Yeah, man. And look,
like Barbarian said, you should pay for the app. It's only $2 a month, and Nick has probably earned it for all the money he saved you. So I do pay for it.
All the research money.
Can you guys at least admit, like, it feels a little dirty when you see somebody a fucking phony baloney go in with their phone and they don't know a key if they had it right in front of their face and they're just plucking these fucking books out. Like for me, my thing is I go to the store and I don't use my phone. It's like not using my gun. So my fucking seller will see that I'm just winging it instead of using my phone to search prices, and they'll give me a better deal. So I look at it that way too.
You know, half these guys in stores are they're taking your stack and they're going up to the register, you know, and you got your stack and you go there and they go up and they pull up eBay and start giving you prices on books. I hate that shit a lot more than I hate somebody with going app. Hey, is this good? Because, there's novice collectors out there. They don't know what to get, and they want to kind of get in the game and they want to get something that's got maybe some trend value, because let's be honest, most of the stuff that we buy, at least, the people in this group, we buy old shit, right? Because we know the value is going to constantly go up on that, but maybe they don't have the money for it.
And knowing the copper and bronze and Silver Age keys is a lot different than knowing all the keys, I think. And
it's hard to know all the keys. This is mad. Like I said, Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars guy, so I only know Boba Fett and number one. So it's like,
I'm figuring that shit out.
142, 68, and 152, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the numbers. It's better than me, but
I'm not a novice, but I'm just not that corner of comics. I don't know. Like, what's first Lando? I don't know. What's first this, that. So
43.
But anyway, this isn't like a commercial for Key Collector app. I was just trying to bridge the point of I noticed there's a big consensus of Key Collector's a bunch of scammers and they're ruining the hobby. Tom and his list are ruining the hobby and they're scammers. It's like, hold on, let's take a deep breath. And the real scamming of people not coming through on their auction sales, or maybe I think auction sales they do it less because it's more public. I think it's these behind the scenes IG transactions that are more liable for fuckery. And it's like, let's all keep our head on a swivel for this shit, because this is going to make people leave the hobby. And maybe you harassing the guy that uses the key collector app, maybe that might make him leave the hobby. Like, maybe we can just chill on the.
No, I don't try to.
Collect your
I
way.
was really pointing at you, because you're when we're shooting the shit behind the scenes, it's funny. I don't see you like actively going out and tagging people and being
I
like,
think the guy is smart and he should get paid for that fucking service. Like, that's genius.
yeah,
You can't fault a guy for making it
I
out.
mean, like for example, the people who made CLZ, right? Like I was, access database, all my damn books, trying to figure out a way to have it, searchable and shit. CLZ comes out, and I'm like, thank God, right? Greatest freaking tool for the comic book community ever, right? Having all of your shit be able to be, completely organized and at the touch of your fingers, right? And then having the scanner, right? I can scan every book in with my phone and it goes right into the app. Perfect. Love it. You get updates constantly. Key collector, next best accessory to that. Now, if we could just have a decent price guide, that'd be fantastic.
You gotta think of like key collector as like a buffet. You go to buffet, you can pick this, you can pick that, you can pick this.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You make
all
the
on
decision about what you buy.
It's all on your decision. He doesn't have any. That guy don't have no control over that. He's
Hey,
putting
Zach.
everything out there for you to see, and then you can make the decision whether or not you want to chase that book or you want to let FOMO get the best of you or whatnot. You know what I mean? It's like that's the way I think of it. Like he's putting the information out there for you, and whether or not Comic Tom pushes his agenda is a whole nother topic. But what I'm saying is, I think he does a good job of letting us know what's out there, how they relate to new stuff that's coming out, and then we can make the choice whether or not.
The whole MANCAVE bullshit, though.
Yeah.
When you see fucking MANCAVE's top 10 list when Comic Tom did that was bullshit. But besides all that, like, I think it's legit.
So
Hey,
that's
Zach.
my tools, right?
Yeah.
It's not coming through because I got a kind of a white background on this, but these are the tools that I use. I use CLZ. The Barry app is to scan them in. Key collector, and this one over here is comics price guide, which for raw books, it's the closest thing I can get to a decent price.
the real question is, what are all those apps you were hiding there, Jimmy?
Yeah.
So that's all my porn shit.
All I saw was Pornhub and Big Booty.
I'm just kidding.
Most of it's like music apps and
No, you were just highlighting
record collection.
Hey, I got to get this out here, Zach. It's December. I live up here in Minnesota. I'm like right above you. I haven't been to a buffet since March, and it's fucking killing me, man. Don't talk.
I know.
What's better, Golden Corral clothes on you?
Yo,
My
can't go
fat ass
anywhere.
needs it.
I can't go anywhere, man. I'm so locked down. I'm so
I
hungry.
hear you, brother.
I'm so hungry. Hey, I'm hungry to see some books.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
somebody's
I think
got
we-
something to open.
I think we covered it, man. Right? So
With a fucking blanket.
Yeah,
covered it with a blanket.
smothered.
I think we brought the point home. Let's try and look out for each other more on these sales, and let's step our game up, everyone. Now,
Damn you,
let's
man.
get into some fun time unboxing
I
fun.
was just reading 100 pages, man. 100 pages.
You know what? It's time to cleanse
Yeah.
the palate real quick. We'll be back right after these words.
Oh,
Thank you, Folgers. I do have some stuff to unbox. Want me to go first?
well, I only got one book. Let
Oh,
me
yeah.
go first.
Let me go first. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I know
Yeah,
you
fuck it.
have a bigger book than me to show. So,
Yeah. Okay.
all right, I got one book. I kind of pre-unboxed it, but here it is. We'll see what I got. I got it off of eBay, so I knew I would get it.
Yeah. Yeah, guaranteed fucking fun. I like it.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's in there so good. X-Men number 50.
50.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, get it the fucking 7-5. You
that
son
ain't
of a
no slouch.
Yeah.
I gotta send mine in. It's like a 9 something.
Oh, fuck you. Then.
It's a pretty book.
You're welcome.
Pretty book, right, D? What do you think?
No, dude. I hope it's a 9.8, man. I'd
It's
love
not.
it if you had it. I'd love it if yours was higher grade. That doesn't bother me one bit.
No,
But,
you know, I got it, and it was clean, but it had like a couple of dimples in it. But I figured out how to get that out with a press.
In 84, the back of this book is meant for you, man.
Oh.
We're looking for people that like to draw.
Oh, God.
Found some.
Stop it.
I'm gonna bust this open. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip out this coupon. I'm gonna fucking send it to you.
Oh!
You try to get me a gig?
I
So
heard
what
if
is
you're
it?
interested in some of 84's art. Isn't there some sort of way to come across that right now?
Oh, the 84 box?
Oh, there's a box of them?
There's
Hey,
a
what
box,
are you talking about?
but I hate to break it to you. If you didn't get one, you missed out.
Oh,
We're all sold
bro.
out, ladies and gentlemen.
He sold out.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Hey.
Hey, here's the deal. 84 is mailing out all of them bitches, guaranteed, or your money back.
Yeah. When you buy
Better
from
get that
84,
track.
you're gonna get your books, and normally I'm gonna like, on top of that, sketch a little something on a backing board. Many people can attest to that. So you'll always get your shit when you buy from 84, man. If not, call me out like the dirty bitch I am.
Yeah, last time I bought a book from 84, he drew me a nice, big old veiny cock on a backing board. It was very impressive.
No, I did. Oh, that's not really a giant. Yeah.
Last time I bought some from 84, he sent it to some other house.
No, we don't talk about that.
Well, at
No.
least they tracked you down
She tracked me down.
and delivered it.
I know.
That was the best.
All right, well, hey, that's all I had to unbox. 84 time. 84 time.
84 time. All right, man. Buckle up. I got a couple things, but it's gonna be quick.
You know, ManCave didn't get shit this week.
Yeah,
I
I
gotta-
got advice books.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all need to
yeah.
fucking help ManCave get some more books.
Oh, you can fund me.
My last purchase is back here.
I don't know.
Oh, wait.
What you got there?
The half price book score.
Half price book.
Yeah, that-
Oh, that's a fucking good
And it
one.
almost
That's a
looked like
beauty.
a dent in your hand, too. Like, hold that with two hands, would you?
Giant baby man, first appearance.
Big baby. So that's
What a
going out
sport.
tomorrow or Monday.
All right. Yesterday I went to the post. I went into Walgreens because I needed to re-up on Excedrin and
Folgers.
nasal blast. And
Oh, this is an interesting unboxing. Holy shit.
yeah, I went to get nasal blast, and dude, wasn't even expecting it. I said, "Hold on, I'm not even into pops like that, but this baby caught my eye, dude. Craven, Walgreens. I was trying to buy fucking nose medicine, dude, and I stumbled. I can't get away from the hobby, man.
Well, I mean, you got a first Craven, so that
Yeah,
makes sense.
that's what I was thinking. Dude. I was like, I got that first Craven. Now I have the Craven pop.
Is it first Craven or is it first really fat Spidey?
Yeah, both.
First fat Spidey.
It looks like me wearing a fucking Spidey suit. It's and I wasn't very fast. He was able to just throw the net right over me. I was fucked right away.
And thank you for that, D. We never have to see you actually wear it. We can just refer to that picture.
Yeah, Ditko Spidey is Georgia Spidey.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to get that image out of your head, just think of him with his alien buddy. And,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Secondly, I got a package from Las Vegas, courtesy of everyone's favorite, Joe
JoJo.
Flicks and Comics.
JoJo.
JoJo.
Mojo.
Dude, she's something else, man. She had an Instagram post, and she had posted a picture of these two like stuffed plushie guys of two UFC fighters. I love me some UFC. She was like, "Hey, if you name these two, you'll win them, right?" So I look at the post, and I saw it, and I was like, "Oh shit, I know who those dudes are: Forrest Griffin, BJ Penn." And then I saw that, like, I just saw the post and put it in. But once I posted it, I realized, like, oh, someone already answered it earlier. And she was like, great, you got it. I'm going to send you the stuff. So I was like, whatever. I just threw the answer out because I knew it. But she's like, oh, hey, someone did win it. But you know what? I think I have an extra. I'm going to send you one. I'm like, dude, no. So first she sent over those two guys that I named, Forrest Griffin, dude, and BJ Penn.
Oh, those are great.
Hell yeah.
Legends.
Two straight legends. Present them.
Nice.
No.
No.
Yeah.
MANCAVE 84. Fuck you. Yeah.
It does look like
Yeah, we're bend over.
So that was tight, dude. Bleachers Creatures.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So that was cool. Thanks, JoJo. That's awesome. And then there's like
Air Spider, NWO. What up, brother?
Air Spider. Look at this bad boy.
Ooh.
that's something.
Little Catwoman art.
Hmm.
I think it's an artist signature on it.
Do you think Batman felt any pressure when she got that Batman tattoo on her face?
Yeah. It looks like a bruise, right? It's a bruise in the shape of a heart.
Yeah, on her chest, but I'm talking about the little bat tattoo on her face. Like damn, that's
Stamped.
that's on
Yeah.
the face.
And look at, and there's some extra goodies in here, which I haven't opened this to see what's in here yet. Let's check it out real fast.
Mike Sanchez, Tricky Trapster, what up, y'all?
Little DC Essential bookmark. Gotta love that.
Ah,
Just chilling with these.
Joker's reading Batman comics. That's
Yeah. Another like mini bookmark of Fables. And dude, would you look at this? Damn, it's like little animation, Batman animated series, like animation cards.
One of the best.
Almost got 'em.
Right
Those
there.
are cool.
Those are real sweet.
Almost got him. I love that episode.
Yeah, me too. We got this one from the Mark of a Question. Great Riddler. And a Harley.
Very sweet.
Yeah, awesome. I'm a huge mark for the Batman animated series, so JoJo coming through, man. Really appreciate that. It's fun giveaway action. And last but not least, I bought a book. Currently I'm on like a bit of a buying freeze. I'm trying to like not buy too much.
Every time he says that, he has a new banger the next week.
right.
But I came across a deal that I just couldn't refuse in whose auction? Who Dat's auction, I think.
I told my wife that a few weeks ago. She's like, shut the fuck up. I heard that before.
Yeah.
She just give you that monster eye roll and walk out the room.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, you're right. I'm full of shit. Liar.
I haven't really been buying anything. I mean, I've been recording videos of shit that I bought over like the last 3 months. I mean, I'm up to 30 videos right now that I'm trying to edit. It's ridiculous.
Jesus Christ.
I know, that's why I haven't been on, right? I've been
One at a time, brother. One at a time.
I can start uploading them sons of bitches.
Yeah. Yeah, JoJo's right. Wait till Kenny gets all that 84 box money.
Oh yeah.
Merry Christmas to me.
He's gonna.
What do you call it? This was from, and I had a like I said, we should call it out when you have a bad experience. Let's give a shout out when you have a good experience. This was, I wasn't familiar with the dude, but I think he was like Big Will's buddy. They might have been in the same room. I think they're like,
Yeah.
well,
I know what you're talking about now.
So I bought this off Micah, and he sent it over promptly, no issues. Looks to be well packaged.
You know, Star Wars book.
Ain't no Star Wars book.
It's Power Rangers. You knew it.
Wait. Kenny?
Yeah.
Throw the warning up.
Good call. You know, your boy's trying to fill out that Batman row on my
It's a
Batman
huge
wall.
fucking book.
Oh, yeah.
181. Yeah.
First
Nice.
I've been needing this one, man. I had a raw copy back in the day that I did a gnarly tape pull to, if you recall. It also was missing the pin-up centerfold.
Oh,
But this one, nice blue label.
No issue now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's sweet, dude.
Pin up intact. I'm happy with this grade.
Oh yeah.
Presents good. Now I got the two. There's like two big.
Yeah, you got Mr. Freeze, you got
Really?
that one, and you got the
Yeah.
Batgirl.
yeah,
I'm
Batgirl.
looking for those Batman keys.
Yeah,
Those villains.
Still need
yeah,
a
man.
Scarecrow.
So yeah, I'm happy with that. Boom, scored it.
Very
I wasn't
good.
even expecting to get the book, but I got a pretty good deal on it. So
you got to take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying, right?
I saw it and I fucking I hit 84 on Instagram. I was like, bro, there it is, dude. And he went right after it.
and it was like obscene. It was like so low the bidding, and there was only like a couple people. And Biggie told me, I was like, dude, good looks. And it ended. If I'm gonna be honest, it ended a lot lower than I was willing to pay. So, you gotta love when that happens. So, you know, that's a good thing about auctions. Sometimes you get a score. So, bang.
Banger.
Let's see it back. Nice.
Mattel's vacuum forms.
What's just the wear on the front for the grade?
Yeah, if you get a close look at the spine, it's a little pretty
Yeah,
weathered.
it's got some cover creases to it. Yeah, but it still presents really well, man. That's a good looking book. Look very nice on the wall.
It will. Nice new addition.
All right, so what one are you going for next? What Batman key are you going for next? Did you have the Riddler one yet?
I need the Riddler one. I don't have the Riddler one.
All right, so you need
For Silver Age
171. You need what? You need 189, right? You need Scarecrow.
I need Scarecrow.
You got the Catwoman, don't you?
The Silver Age Catwoman.
Yeah.
The lowest 70.
Lois Lane.
I do own. Yep, I do currently own that one, but I don't feel like that one's required for the wall. But
Come on, it's a cat fight. Of course,
It's fucking pretty good.
it's nice. It's nice. So we'll see. It's like I said, I'm trying not to buy very aggressively in this next year. I'm trying to get my ducks in a row for something. So I'm gonna try to restrain myself until I find unless a fire deal hits me over the head, I might have to oblige. You know what I'm saying?
right.
If that fire deal hits you in the head as you're walking through the flea market,
Yeah, that's gonna be
through the
fun.
LCS,
Sitting in
November
auction.
convention.
Yeah, I'm just an innocent bystander.
I do have some 84 box money.
True. Likely story.
Let's
Hey
see.
everyone in the chat, help me find a Daredevil one, please. I need a Daredevil one
Yeah,
immediately. God damn it!
I sent you a link to one on Instagram. I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
that dude seemed a little
Sketchy. Yeah, I was going to say,
George?
he's not one I vouch for necessarily.
He
George,
put me on the list.
I would wait about.
Weird.
I would wait like a couple of months. I'd wait till after the holiday. Let the spec news of Matt Murdock showing up in the Spider-Man film kind of die for a second.
D don't like to wait.
No,
Yeah.
hey, I would like to point out I did actually was having inquiries on buying that book before that
Sure.
news hit. And
But
then
you didn't close the deal on it, and that's the problem right now.
I would have sealed the deal immediately. The guy selling it to me was being slow, but it's all right. He's off of YouTube anyway.
But and D, you got some big books pretty recently, man. X-Men one and Giant one. That's like you're on a roll, man.
Yeah.
Number 6 collector of the year. Not a big.
That's bullshit.
It's debatable. It's debatable. I think.
I got 30 videos that disprove that fallacy.
What videos? I don't see any videos.
Look at the ones I've already released this year. It still
I see these
disproves
videos
that.
in the river.
I probably
I got a couple I can show before Man Cave goes, and embarrasses us all. So
Yeah, good
No,
call.
I don't. I mean, I
All
don't
right,
know.
all right. So while you're pulling this together, I got to berate D a little bit more. So you finally got some books that make you an actual collector of something other than Scarlet Spider.
So
What?
this was I participated in a raffle on Instagram. You know, they do the raffles on there, and I figured, what the hell? I think I bought 4 spots at $5 a piece,
Oh shit!
but landed.
Oh
That-
my god,
Oh,
Bro, get the fuck
damn.
out of here,
Yeah.
dude.
Damn, Z.
bro!
That is a big
raffle,
raffle
man.
win.
Well, shit,
So
that
you bought
makes
that
up
for
for your
20
fucking
bucks.
first edition problems. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I was getting ready to
you're
go
gonna make up your
bathroom,
money
but
right there.
holy shit,
Damn.
yeah.
It's probably like a 3 or so. Everything's attached. I mean, it's got
Dude,
some
that's-
wear. It's an old book, but I mean,
Bro, straight up,
Seriously.
that's the best Silver Age cover, dude. I fucking don't care. I'll say it.
Oh, come on. A goblin riding a
Bro,
broomstick.
for Spider-Man, dude, that shit right there is a fucking masterpiece, bro.
Yeah, if that's a 3.0, that's a good 600 plus book.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
so that was the first raffle I ever did, and
No.
then I don't think I've won a raffle since then. So
Yeah, you might want to stop now. I've done plenty of raffles. I've done plenty of nothing on those.
So then I got this from, I think I saw DS show this on his YouTube, and then he said he was putting it on eBay, so I got on eBay and but I don't have a lot of Fantastic Four, but it's a pretty clean copy of Silver Surfer. I think it's his 3rd appearance.
Well, it's
Maybe or
next to each other because I got this
Yep.
one recently.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's the bigger book, but
That's a cool
Oh
one,
yeah.
too.
Beautiful.
I think I
And I
got
figured
4.
buying from DS, he's a pretty reliable guy, and he knows his shit.
Absolutely.
So,
DS is rock solid.
and
Yeah.
then
I gotta
For
get a
some
nice
reason-
copy. Mine's kind of wrecked in comparison to my 48 and 49.
I'll wreck you, Jimmy.
I picked this up from an auction.
What up? Who that to you?
Nice.
another big book.
Oh, who that? You must have saw the turtle book.
It's probably only like
Yeah.
it's probably only like a 5.0 or so. Probably like a 5.0 or 5.5.
What'd you pay for that?
And it's pretty something I wanted to have. It's pretty nice.
That's a surprisingly inexpensive book. At least it has.
Yeah.
I can't ever find a fucker cheap except for back in the day in auctions. Like, how much you pay for that?
I don't remember it. This was probably a couple months back, but it's just been sitting on the shelf. So
I
figured
sold
Oh, no shit.
I had a
That's a
copy of
great
that
cover. I love that cover.
8.0 signed by Peter Laird, slabbed, that I sold like a year ago. And I bet you if I hung on to it till today, it probably would have been.
Yeah.
Crazy.
my last givings for the night are sometimes I have a problem getting caught up in like modern covers, especially when like Scorpion Comics does something, or I'll jump on there and buy one. But this one,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's a C2E2 book.
but ironically, I sent this to First Edition, and he took it to Frankie's Comics new opening down there near him, and he got it signed for me. And this was during when all the bad times were happening, you know, and I wasn't getting my books. And I'm like, well, can you at least send this back to me for God's sakes? And he sent this back to me, but none of their books were in the box. So
There you go.
I was happy to get that.
Son of a bitch.
Pretty sweet. I like
Yeah.
those fight covers because I got that, and then I tried to get there was
Oh,
a black
okay.
and white one of
Damn it. No, bro.
Spider-Man.
I, like
I couldn't find the white version, so I had to get the black one and the white one, but
Mm.
that's some of the
Nice stuff,
recent
man.
stuff I've picked up. But I'm all over the board. Like I still need to, like I was telling ManCave, I need like 1, 2, 4, and 57 to finish the Avengers run, and then I'll have the entire Avengers run done. But that's
Wow.
some serious cheddar, and I haven't really
Those are not easy to grab books.
no.
but
And
that,
I'm not like a grade guy by any means. So like even those in low grade are expensive books, but that's
Yeah.
that's my goal pretty much. Finish that run. And because I only started collecting comics like 2 years ago, and I watched videos on YouTube of like people, and they always said, pick a character you like or pick something you like. And I always liked the Marvel movies, and I never really thought about comics until I stumbled upon an auction on YouTube, or it might have been on Twitch. And I said, screw it, I'm going to do the Avengers run. And so in 2 years, the only books I have left are 1, 2, 4, and I don't know why I don't have a 57, because I'm not collecting with like a grade in mind. I'm just collecting to complete it and then upgrade from there on out. But that was my goal, and I guess I'm 4 books off it in 2 years. And
You body that run. How many issues is that?
like
How many?
406 maybe.
Ooh.
So did you finish out the first volume 1 is what you're
Volume 1's the one, yeah. That's the one I'm focusing on. I haven't jumped into the others. It's I realized once you get into, because I got on my comic shop and I started looking at like some of the Avengers, and then I mean, if you're a real completionist, then you're doing like the 180s to the 220s. There's a bunch of like Mark Jewelers variants and things like that. I'm just trying to get the base issues and go with it. But that's my goal. That's what I'd like to finish. And if I sold everything else and kept that, I'd be happy.
I would recommend that you go after the 2 and the 4, because I think those are going to be the lowest currently that you can get into, because 57 is going to take a spike because of the WandaVision show.
Yeah, WandaVision. And one is less expensive.
But with Captain America kind of out of the movies, people are paying less attention to that book. I think you could probably get a decent grade, like even like a low VG for a decent.
Yeah, there's
price.
a 4.5 on Elite Comics.
And another thing, I was trying to do it all raw. I don't have any of those. I have none of those slab. They're all raw. And I don't know. I'm just not a big, like slab comic fan. I like to open them and read them. Like I've gone through the majority of them and looked through them all. Read some of them and whatnot. So
that's what I have.
Amazing, you haven't found any.
You can always bust open a slab. I've done it.
Well, it's just amazing you found like slabs cheaper than raws. Like that happens,
Yeah, that's why it's been fun doing it, just the chase and everything.
Yeah, man. Good shit. Biggie Shack.
Yeah.
You're always on the prowl, dude, out in these streets. You got some recent pickups.
I do.
Share with the class? Hang on a sec.
I'm guilty as charged, brother.
Yeah.
MANCAVE showing off over there.
We got the Hella Risen
Just hanging on my wall.
Stealth buy, right?
Yeah, it's like 70 cents or something.
70 cent first print.
70 cents
Nice.
first print, baby. I got, like 12, 15 books. I got that first Pip. Warlock.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, Pip.
I love this Machine Man. Fucking Kirby just clowning. I'm right now on you.
Great. I love that cover. That's number 2, right?
Yeah. I'm right now. You think you got me captured. You don't have shit captured.
I think you might have gotten
all those
material on that
runs. I love those runs.
Never had this book. Pretty happy with that.
Oh,
which one is that?
Glossy or matte?
I couldn't tell you if I knew.
So look at the right side edge. If it's the matte, then it goes all the way up to the pages. If it's the glossy, it's got like a millimeter of right side showing.
It's a glossy.
Shit, now I got to go check to see which one I have.
I've never found a glossy.
Little Game Boy action.
I probably have the more common one because I just bought them to read them, and I have them in a long box. From
Technically, the glossy is the more common.
We got.
I probably have that one.
Pretty cool with Third Voodoo.
Oh yeah.
Super duper cheap. Machine Man 1, never had that.
Oh, new stuff.
I love that run.
Logan's Run 6, the cool one. I got 2 copies of this now. Is this supposed to be fucking Dark or Thanos like down here in the corner? Because that's horrible.
No, that's just part of the Logan's Run series. The Thanos is just a backup story, so it's not even mentioned anywhere.
Got me a second copy of Warlock 9.
Nice.
Got some cool.
That Marvel Premiere run's pretty sweet too.
It is.
Some cool Matinas. Thought I'd show those.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Great artist.
Here's a cool book I got today. Little Santa Claus creepy.
Ooh, love the creepy.
Nice.
And
Man, I found a whole box of those ones at I don't have a local comic shop near me, but about like an hour and a half away, we were out shopping and found those, and they had a whole box of creepies.
That's a big one right there.
this is a big one. That's probably the biggest one I got, actually.
Yeah, it's the second Legion of Monsters. First in comics.
Second.
Yeah, it's the first in comics. The first Legion of Monsters is actually in magazine form in Legion of Monsters #1.
Well, this is the more expensive one, I would imagine.
Actually, the magazine's more expensive, but that one's solid because it's the first comic appearance.
This copy right here, boy. This copy right here is immaculate.
Very nice.
That Strange Tales run is really good too, man.
It is.
God,
all the Warlock stuff is solid.
Yeah, this is such a nice copy. This got a little discoloration up here.
Yeah, the Gil Kane and the Starlin, or Starlin, a bunch, either one.
Show is this badass commission from Tricky Trapster. Oh no, I actually got two things. Hold up.
Tricky.
I got First Croc, Dan Jurgens first cover.
Oh, that's sweet.
Love that book.
Yep.
What number is that one? What issue is that?
Oh, I highly recommend it. It's 359. It's very undervalued.
I gotta put that on my villains list.
Yeah, add that to your villain because it's first Croc cover, which is a pretty decent.
Ever since I got this blank sketch, I wanted this cover done. I wanted dead Spider-Man on a Death of Spider-Man sketch, like the Superman fold out at the end of the Death of Superman. And it's the first time I showed this, but it's actually a wraparound.
Oh, snap.
Man.
Wow. Nice.
And it's got Goblin dead, like the book.
Wow, that's real sweet.
I like the flag. The flag is a nice touch.
Bro, this is exactly. Thank you, Tricky. You fucking killed it. The Mary Jane is goddamn perfect. And the pose, everything is spot on, brother. Thank you so much.
Man, it's really good.
That's my week. I fucking went in hard, dude. 7 days, brother.
That's a good week, bro.
Yep.
Biggie's got some good spots he hits up.
Yeah, Biggie doesn't play, man. He's a resourceful motherfucker, dude.
Yeah. Riding down Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Tour number 2, 3D. Still got the
glasses.
3D glasses inside.
Yeah.
What is that?
Tour number 2 from 1950s.
Jesus.
Chi-Chi in the world of 1 million years ago.
Yep, Cubert.
Wow.
And it has that funky sort of look that the 3D.
Is Chi-Chi a monkey or a cave chick?
A monkey.
So Neanderthals had monkeys? That's just kind of messed up.
Yeah, it was a sidekick. America's Greatest Comics number 2. 100 pages.
Wow. Look at that.
Beautiful.
I like this. Not for sissies. Mechanics Illustrated.
Mechanics Illustrated is not for sissies. That's for real men who like to fix shit.
Did you get that one off of your key collector app, Doc?
It's the hottest thing now. But this is my favorite of the America's Greatest Comics. This is one of these right after Pearl Harbor, Tokyo. They're all marching, rolling up their sleeve, walking towards.
Rolling up the sleeves.
Oh yeah, that's a classic homage.
How did the Tokyo people spell Tokyo wrong? Isn't that their own land?
Yeah, really big. These are huge books. They're crazy.
Nice airbound.
It's nothing like a golden age 100-pager, man. It's like a freaking.
I'm surprised it's still one piece.
Yeah, these square bound books are like tanks.
Where the
compared
fuck
to
did
what-
you get this, Doc? Where did you get it?
This Heritage.
Heritage. Always Heritage.
Or was it
No,
a
I get a
lot?
lot of funny comic links. Didn't pay a lot.
Was it a lot? No, was it?
Oh
a
no,
lot?
no. Each they were sold individually.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimmy.
Number 4.
Question, man. Shut up, George.
The fuck?
Did you buy the whole run?
No, I already had number 1, but I have it slabbed. I like having these raw. These are fun. I'm going to read through them, and they're just like these gigantic books. Crazy.
Faucets are fun. I'm gonna get one. I've been saying that for 2 years.
Now this one is number 6. This is the last one I got. He's at the machine gun. It's a little. There's a lot of like tape here, but it's not a perfectly presented.
God, those covers are ridiculous.
Yeah.
So sweet.
And the cool thing, it's a certified Crippen issue. Dave Crippen. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
man.
A guy who he had about 11,000 comics, and it's a raw one, so it has a certificate. And usually he had a D up here, but if you go look inside, there's.
I like the way it's bagged up. Looks like a nice bag.
Inside, there's always some.
What we got here?
Code that signifies it's Crippen. It's like some written.
Oh.
So were those America's Greatest? Were they all like 100 pagers?
Yep, they're like just big books that they always had a Captain Marvel story, a Bullet Man story, a Spice Master story, and a Scarlet, Mr. Scarlet story, and some others on top of that.
And how big of a run is that? How many issues were there?
There's 8 of them, I believe,
8.
and I have 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6.
Wow.
That's probably as much as I'll go. I don't know. I'll get 4. I mean 5.
You're gonna get 5, 7, and 8.
Then I got this. Everybody loves annual 1, Spider-Man annual 1, but Daredevil annual 1's pretty cool too. And
I never even saw that. That's cool.
It has the emissaries of evil, so it has a similar theme. You have
you was telling me about that.
Frogman, Electro, Stiltman, Matador, and Gladiator.
It's fucking
All
dope.
in it. So it has like all the Daredevil villains.
All
against
of Daredevil's ridiculous ass villains from the Silver Age.
It's a pretty a 9.0 doesn't run a lot for this, so it's a pretty good deal compared to
And you want the
Spider-Man.
granddaddy.
I've never read a lot up on Stiltman, but I could imagine he wouldn't be very hard to beat.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous idea, really.
The Punisher took him out with a bazooka between the legs.
Yeah.
I just tip him over. Like,
Now this is a Matt Baker cover, which I actually don't have any. This is my only Matt Baker cover because Matt Baker is really a good girl art guy. I mean, his Good Girl, Phantom Girl, Good Girl stuff is really expensive, but every once in a while he did an actual war comic, and this is a flamethrower cover, so I'm always a fan of that.
I would
You
love
love
to
those
track
war
down some-
covers.
Yeah,
I would love to track down some Matt Baker Phantom Lady covers. Those are just
those are. I don't know. I feel like it's a little overrated, but
yeah,
good
but
stuff.
Phantom Lady's awesome. I mean, especially that get up she
Yeah.
had.
I got this
You're
from
right.
Matt the boy who had 7, his little giveaway mystery box. So I got me Supervillains Secret Society of Supervillains 1 9.8 CBCS, and I was actually looking for this comic, so I was like I was hyped to get it.
9.8 at nothing less.
Ernie Chan cover. You got Sinestro, Starfire, Mirror Man.
Oh, then we got Batman in the
Nothing.
trash can.
Yeah, they're robot versions, but Batman and Flash in the trash and Green Lantern.
I thought it was
I
Infantino.
loved,
when I
as
saw
a
it.
kid, I love this comic. I didn't have the number 1, but I had a bunch of these.
Yeah, it's like reading the Legion of Doom from the Super Friends.
Right.
You got to be up on those St. John's, MANCAVE.
Ooh,
Oh, now
Phantom
you're
Stranger 1, lowish grade, but first
Oh, that's a
first
showcase,
Phantom
right?
Stranger, Neil Adams cover.
Oh man.
I got that not that long ago. That's such a great cover.
Yeah.
Great colors.
I think I got
Who's the
that.
artist on that?
Hmm?
Neil Adams.
Neil Adams.
Yeah, Neil Adams.
I think I got that from Torpedo when I was down in Vegas.
Dude, I fucking love DC. I think that's the coolest shit I experienced this year with a bunch of DC horror.
I think this might be the worst Neil Adams cover I've ever seen. It's Adventure Comics 365. I don't know why. It's sort of pathetic for Neil Adams. When I saw it was Neil Adams, I was actually surprised. Anybody can name
a lot of sorts for him.
Anybody know this is a very minor key. Anybody know?
Hell
Let
no.
me get the key collector. I'll be right back.
Is it
Death of Sunboy?
First Shadowlass.
Oh, right on.
Is that her right there?
That's her right there. Yep.
Major key.
Well, everything to do with Legion was always like a minor key, like first bouncing.
there is a ton.
Right, except for
Triple Girl.
247.
Except for the first time, yeah.
Yeah, that's
What an
like the only-
undervalued run.
Actually, I would say the only person from the Legion I think that was actually a decent key was first Mon-El.
Yes, that's on an Action Comics, or is it
Adventure.
Superboy? Adventure. It is Adventure.
No, it's Superboy. It is Superboy. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty
The
cool
girl
cover. I
was
like the
pretty
Ultra
good,
Boy
too.
cover too. They're like checking each other out with infravision. I mean, with X-ray vision.
Yeah.
That's about it, folks. Nothing.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing.
I
to
got a
see
couple
here.
more. I got a couple
Great
more.
haul, man. Jimmy, did you have any pickups?
I did actually. I opened this up the other day and checked it out. Here we go.
Oh, hey, can I get a closer look at your trophy that you won from Comic Wars? See that puppy.
My Spider Oscar.
There you go, he's
Yep.
champion, baby.
I got to figure out how to get it to turn it around because the champ of champs is on the back, and I don't
Yeah.
want to be looking at Spider-Man's butt the whole time to see it. Right?
What does it say on the front?
It's Marvel Collector's Core.
Oh, okay.
It's a Funko statue thing that Daymares had donated as the prize.
There you go, rarefied air champion status.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to repeat next season.
Yeah, and just know this just happened today. I had someone fell off the roster. So your boy's getting in that Kamagori's ass on Monday, holiday special, man.
Right on, man.
Me too, man. You ought to be able to kick my butt because I don't have any holiday comics, but I'm in it anyway.
Yeah, I had to bow out of that. I was like, when they approached me on, I was like, I got a little overload, right? Because like I went for so long,
Yeah.
and I'm just
takes something out of you.
It does. Well, I mean that, and I had to put my shit away. So, like I got books all over the place. I'm like, I got to put all this crap away. It's taking up too much space. But so I did show this in a CGC unboxing video at the mail call, but I think it's worth showing again, especially for you, Kenny, because I got this guy.
Oh,
yeah, look.
Chick.
Oh
Still
yeah.
a nice copy of it. Yeah. Yeah, finally got one.
What's the name of the artist? The name of the artist who does that again?
It's Plug, right?
It's
Plug, yeah.
No, it's Pike.
Pike.
Yeah, Mike Plug was a Bronze Age artist.
I love that run. Showcase is a great run.
Oh, it is, especially for all the keys that are in the Showcase run.
I don't know a lot about that artist, but a lot of people say he was way ahead of his time. Like if you saw that on a modern comic, you'd be like, "That's a modern." It almost looks like he had very modern looking covers.
He was. I would say he was as good with body styles as Neil Adams, but didn't have it in the face that Neil did. Because when you look at this, I mean, just the understanding the form, that goes into art, it's, not easy to draw, like that kind of a full featured body. Like a lot of people, they just kind of, just outlines and stuff when they're comic artists. But yeah, he really had a solid understanding of tone and definition. And the colors did a great job too. Being able to show color in somebody who's underwater.
Yeah.
What do you think the condition's at on that, baby?
I've got this at like a 6.5, somewhere in there. It needs a clean and a press, but yeah, probably between a 6.5, I think.
Good thing you know a guy.
I do know a guy, yeah. But yeah, so I picked that up. You know, after you had shown yours, I was like, I gotta close the door on this one because I know, you know, it got Aquaman movies coming up, and when it hits, and I'm like, I don't have one. I don't want to pay, you know, ridiculous prices because this is, you know, a likely candidate for an Aquaman story.
Plus, there is that you know, notorious 84 bump. When 84 shows a book, it spikes the market generally.
Sure does.
So you got to be careful with that once I start showing stuff.
And then I bought some books off of Instagram from some dude, but you know, like they came looking okay.
What is
But I
that?
knocked that one. You know, I got one of these already to knock it off of my hunt list, but you know, I wanted to get the whole series.
Oh yeah,
Those covers are ridiculous.
They are. They're so good.
I love the Indiana Jones one.
Oh yeah, that one's next.
Oh, Bloodstone, right?
Yeah. Of course, I'm talking about I bought these off of 84. So
There's Indiana.
I was surprised to see you unbox them like only a couple days ago because that was a little while.
I know I had them like a month sitting here, like since before Thanksgiving. I was like, I gotta finally do a video or something like that because I wanted to do the unboxings of this. So I'm like, I got to do it with a CGC, but like I had family in town and everything was kind of crazy. So I just kind of, you know, they just sat over here for a while. I feel like disco, you know, just shit from like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Somebody pick something back here. But then I got more books coming back from CGC. I got 6 Batman books coming back, including a Detective 880, and I have not checked the grades yet.
Ooh,
So
you got
those will be in Monday.
I like
90
that.
hopes.
Monday.
Monday. Yeah. So it's we're praying for 9.8 on that Detective 880.
Nice.
It's possible it's a 9.6, but hoping for a 9.8.
Yeah.
Good luck,
And then,
sir.
this is my Robin run. So there's Jason Todd's and some Damien, his first appearances.
Nice.
ManCave loves Robin.
I do.
Can't wait.
Oh yeah.
I like Nightwing better though.
Yeah, ManCave likes Dick.
Yeah.
Big veiny 84
It's over now.
illustrated.
Keep in mind,
And fade to black.
he prefers Nightwing, which means he prefers that full-grown dick.
Yeah, none of that prepubescent penis.
Yeah. No booty shorts. No booty shorts and fairy boots.
Oh, it's degenerated now.
And
After 2 hours,
where should be.
we start talking about prepubescent penises. That's not good.
Yeah.
I cannot co-sign to that.
The red flags will be thrown soon here.
Where's John when you need him? We can talk about Robin coming.
Oh,
Robin is coming.
what'd you say?
I said, where's John's comics with kids you need?
Is he also a Robin fan?
No. You guys haven't been watching.
Just a Dick fan.
No, that you were doing the Null is coming on.
The
Was it
greatest
comic
book
show ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they kept rolling with it.
Yeah, Null's been coming for a while. He's got a big load.
Got him.
It's like a Picasso painting.
Well, there you have it, man. I think it's been a,
It's going south.
interesting episode, man. We covered a lot of bases. We had to end on a fun note, dude, and do what the community and what I think having the channel is about, and sharing some books, chatting with some homies, man. So we ended it on the right note. And we ain't gonna recap everything from the beginning, but I think it was good that we put a message out of like, let's all make sure we're minding our P's and Q's when it comes to online selling, with the community. Don't be afraid to check references. Don't be afraid to, see something, say something, man. We got to get each other's back, and don't feel so bad about, maybe speaking up a bit. We got to do it, man, just for our fellow collector. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, if anybody has those Bronze Age keys I listed off, just hit me up.
Yeah. In those
I still want them.
One at a time.
Still want them.
So, yeah, man. Any any closing words here from my boys on the panel? Any stuff coming up?
Yeah.
Why don't I run the gamut? Hold on. You wait one.
No, I'll fucking go first.
It's your turn.
Biggie Shack. Closing thoughts. Is there something coming up on the Biggie Shack network we should be aware of? You're creeping dangerously close to that 1,000. So first order business is make sure you subscribe to the Immortal Biggie Shack.
Yep. I'll get there when I'm fucking good, well, and ready. I think that we've slowed down a little bit from the big bum rush at 900. I'm up to 942, so I'll probably do a couple more sub pushes, and then I get to 1,000. There will be bangers going out for celebration, a little shindig or whatever. And right now I'm just kind of savoring the juices of the 900. It feels pretty fucking good to be in 900. It's a little bit different than 800, and I don't know if I'm fucking ready to have it tomorrow. Maybe I want to wait a week or two. So I'm getting a TMNT 1/4 print tomorrow. I'm pretty pumped about that. I'm sure when I get it, I'll open it on my channel. And I've been going turtle power for Christmas. It's a little theme of mine. And after that, I'll get back on schedule and start getting the older, lower grade shit that I really like. So.
Hell yeah! And you're gonna have an 84 box to open very, very soon.
Yeah, I wanna say another thing. Like, okay,
it's pretty cool that he's actually AOKing that box when he gets to 1,000. Right? He's gonna regift it.
You never know. I might get something there. Okay, I might.
He's gonna white elephant that thing.
No, I do want to point out that I wish I could have.
Oh snap!
I wish I could have said it earlier, but I'm proud of 84 he did an art contest and he actually won a round against some savages. So I just want to give my boy a little credit. Like, congratulations. Like, my boy's a pretty good artist, man.
I appreciate that. Shout out to First Edition.
First D's here, huh?
In the chat.
It's good to see.
Good to see you, I suppose. Good to see
Instagram,
you. Alive, brother.
Shit. So hopefully, hey, if this stream prompted some action on that, word, job well done. Hope everything's okay with you, bro.
Yeah.
Let's DEERUNK. You got an electrifying announcement.
Yeah. This upcoming Wednesday, the 23rd, 9:00 Eastern, Kenny the Comic Kid 84 will be on D's top 10 X-Men books. Where I'll show my top 10 X-Men, and he'll show his top 10 X-Men. And a little spoiler for you all, this one is not even in the top 10 on my list. It wouldn't even be maybe the top 12.
That means you must have 10 fire bangers.
Fire bangers. Banging fire.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Big Chad Hawkeye. Appreciate you kicking it with us, dude.
It's been a good time, man. I appreciate it. I need to get on here more. I'm always lurking in the chats usually. Work kind of been keeping me down and whatnot. But
yeah.
Anytime you guys have me on, I'll jump on, say what's up, hang out and everything. But it's cool we got to get on here and do this, and just looking at the chat, maybe that triggered something in someone. So maybe all good will come to this. But I appreciate all you guys and everything you do and the books you show and the things you do for the community. And it's I really appreciate the chance to come on here and shoot the breeze with you guys. It's fun. I don't get a lot of chances to do this, so coming on, and I don't got a bunch of buddies here that collect comics. So you guys are my outlet. My
No
brother
Yeah.
stops by and he wonders what the hell is going on. You know, these damn boxes of comics. He's like, "What are you doing?" So
I'd like to say,
it's
Zach.
nice to have some people that understand.
Yeah, but like trust me, I got a crew that knows what's up with these boxes.
Yeah.
You're NWO certified in my mind, brother. I'm glad you hit the panel. You've always been a good supporter of mine. Appreciate you, Zach, dude.
I appreciate that, Biggs. Anytime you guys want me on the Power Hour, if I'm available, shoot me a link. I'll jump on here and we can chop it up.
One thing I'll let you know, Zach, is there's like 1,300 people that have told them that now. Sometimes we got to tell them, hey, I'm going to be on the Power Hour this weekend. They'll never turn you down. So don't be afraid to reach out back to them, you know?
I've had to do that a couple times, but there's a couple times I've had shit come up and I've had to bounce, and I felt bad about that. But now that I've been on here, it's a good time. You guys are good people, and I really appreciate all you do for the community and everything. So, anytime I can jump on here, it'd be a good time.
Isn't that nice of me to just invite them to your channel? Like, no, don't worry about it. Anytime you want to come to the Power Hour, one of these two guys will take care of you. Don't worry.
It's true. It's true, especially when it's the homie Zach.
I just want to go riding down Santa Monica with Biggie sometime. I mean, that looks like that's my fucking dream. I watch those videos and it's like, God, I hate my life. It's like I'm sitting at work and Biggie's just rolling down, going to comic shops, and I'm here crunching numbers on the computer. It's like, I gotta get my ass in that car.
Hell yeah.
You're with me, dude. All you just hop in the chat, bro. You'd be fucking shotgun, brother.
One of these days we all gotta go to Ohio and just surprise Biggie and let him know.
Straight up.
No, we don't. Have you been to Ohio? I ain't going there.
It's not that great, bro. It's not that great. I'm recalling the con where it's fun.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you just hop over to Kentucky and we'll all get drunk on the Bourbon Trail?
It's even fucking worse.
It's kind of a middle ground for like everyone, like except
just
maybe
show up
84.
Jimmy, I'm with you, but there's the NWO is actually like a dry group.
That's true.
They drink tea.
Really
They
dry.
drink tea and
not DEERUNK.
DEERUNK drinks enough for the other two.
Yeah.
My wife overheard. She goes, "Wives are included, right?" I'm like, "Oh, of course."
I'm about as wet as it gets tonight. So,
Whoa! Oh, you mean that? Okay.
I actually had my office Christmas party early, and I was a little messed up in the afternoon. I haven't had a drink since. I was like, I can't.
There you go.
I spoke to him right after that. That was at like 2 in the afternoon. He got early started.
He called me first. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up this. Let's wrap this shit up. Man Cave, when's your ass dropping a video next?
Shit. Sometime after the new year.
All right, well, stay tuned to the bounty is out on the Banger Brothers, Biggie and Man Cave on the hunt. The bounty's out. If you want to make yourself $100, if you think you're up to the challenge to dethrone the tag champs, come see Man Cave and Biggie. They're always on the hunt on Tony Sanders' channel.
I think Hudat was implying he had some secret weapons coming up in February or something. We'll see.
He's a big baller, so you got to watch out for him.
Yeah, no, it makes me concerned when I hear from him.
5-time big boy champ.
Yeah, 5 times.
We all have fun on that show.
And last but not least, Jimmy, what's it? You do come through with solid edited, pre-recorded videos, which I appreciate. Treasure Hunt is a great series. If you're not up on that, man.
Thank you.
What's cooking over on the Aficionado Network?
So like I said, I've been recording a lot. I've got a lot of videos that I am in the process of editing and producing. I got Treasure Hunts. I got Art of CPR. I've got Will Work for Comics. Just a whole slate. I've got over 30 videos that I put together that I'm working on editing. And I'm working on some live shows for the next year. I got Tales from the Hunt, where talk about get together with people from the community, talk about good stories from like hunting down books and like what you went through to get something. just anything that people find entertaining or amusing. War stories from the past. Working on a segment called Comics with Curves with Bubs, which is a spotlight on artists that that do really well with female art. Guys like Adam Hughes, Mike Turner, stuff like that.
Titty boys, gotcha.
No. We get into Milo Manara and stuff like that. It's gonna be like big disclaimers. But no, it should be a good time. It'll be short. It'll be directed towards their art, examples of that, and giveaways, sponsored giveaways by my LCS for the actual like a trade or something like that of that features art from that artist, that kind of stuff. So yeah, should be good. So still working on putting all that together, and a couple other ones in the pipeline too. But yeah, they won't be like like weekly or anything like that. But it'll just be like one week we can get them done and get them working. But so yeah, a lot coming up for the channel for the next year.
Hell yeah, man! Looking forward to that. And as far as this very channel that you're tuned into right now, the 84 Network, nothing real concrete planned, just probably impromptu stuff. But guest appearance going down tomorrow night because I'll be hanging out with Kachung in Delphia. They're doing like a holiday hangout celebration. They're doing giveaways. They put together these boxes. They're pretty full. I think like $30 plus shipping. So if you want to come and hang them out, they really are like some of the most solid, supportive members of the community. Kachung and Delphia like hold down the chat heavy. So
absolutely,
let's return the favor, man. They're pretty cool. I know I'm gonna give at least one thing away, maybe something else. So that's tomorrow night. It's a little earlier. It's like 7 p.m. Eastern. So check them out. And then the revamp season 3, Comic Gories, with new host JP Budget Collecting. He overthrew the boy who had 7. Word on the street is that.
Is there a coup?
Yeah, word on the street was that the boy who had 7 didn't get a new position in the church, but in fact, JP applied street intimidation and forced him off the show.
Again?
Yeah. Can anybody see that happening?
But no, the season 3. Let's keep Comic Gories popping, dude. In Matt's name, John, JP, holiday special, Comic Gories Monday night. I'll be kicking it there. So yeah, man, that's the deal.
Kachung and Delphia said we're passed out on the couch, but you've been on the TV. Thanks for the shout out.
I'm gonna get bounced. I'm gonna get bounced so fast in Comic Gories. I have one holiday comic in my whole collection.
Hey, you know what? If it's anything like the Halloween one, just
I might have a chance.
It has nothing to do with the category, and you might win.
Well, the irony is, I won the Halloween with my only Christmas cover.
Yeah, Biggie's got a good one there.
Yeah,
the only one I have in my whole freaking collection.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get creative because I think I have 2 holiday covers. Christmas.
I got a gang of them. They need me on the show.
Yeah,
I'll come when you fucking send me some money. I got all the fucking books.
That makes you sound like a prostitute, Biggie.
Yeah.
We all have our price. We're bribable and.
All right, y'all. This has been the Mega Power Hour. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Peace.